information or relevant information. It's ye dim koma. Ya mon franchise say what was you now to TV so na kuta phone. Me the TV so be kuta be phone because information is fleeting. What you say? Enti me dim koma no and perforce we chira or more information be but to enrich the conversation. Enti that connected that conservative type of broadcasting. They said the trim. You get the same. We put that straight and news broadcasting. And I mean, in fact, say any BBC crowd put me ma and call for women who go report to my woman. No more a disclaimer to us as if you're unprofessional. You know what they do that? Yeah, more fancy. Me could have be phone. Say yeah, French men certificate. Yeah, can be about entertainment or relevant information what that bring. I had a be who no. Na my car was we was on test and what. Ebian meti. Won't quite that winning. But I was who per quebec as I read the Bɛkyerɛ. Me pona catch me information is gone out already.
Interactive.
It's a very interactive. It's yeah more fancy, very fluid and interactive. It is sanity. And for me and now all spheres of life, sports for, entertainment for, academia, no more SD message say be ya in a bit educative. But what I feel mommy.
You be that this is my chairman and Fabia. My day na. Me na for 35 years.
My adio. My adio.
35 years. Say utwem pana. Na wari atebi ana ye.
Na akwabi na. Akwabi asen we dey minimum. Was one day we no so worry. Na was one the wife no omotwem pana 8 years. And to kwa say da mamuda. And anya mpena twe say wait no one wait no ho muta nante de bom de bia. To kwa mamuda. And mo worry. Within a year our nego. Oh. It was saying who are coaching and prasa. And I'm saying and I'm saying we are sitting at the had
the entity from the Presbyterian Church with the entity and when you could do so buried counselor. Oh, yes, on the chair mathematics or private college. And a boy school there. Wow, said teacher for woman chair idea. May one of the most beautiful woman, Mrs. John for will be a channel. Only the bubble, the chino child. Yes, would you say yes? I show you, Tino Barnes, so now you be sir. Na all respect to Oban any time you would say unia. What are fat or yes, uniano. If I say uniano, now the respect manner. But and I'm so happy to have lived with her for like a
yeah, that's it. All right, Eti, Uncle Fred, minim answer na ye be call MPP ni creative art, the more and creative arts coming the year 2024 2025 no. So far no, it is saying the MPP are so far creative arts no yeah.
A koye papa that the run na yintimi money ye. Tina no any vice president share no. Betwena send people for ya DB papa dey kan security services.
Okay.
The creative arts omo police band army band in here dey on say akacha wahada.
Dabi.
The kind of instruments they am omo I equip them e bin sit down man Ghana.
Hey sir.
Yes.
And then we put our comment
that. Obi kana vice president. Your president candidate Dr. Boymos. Wow. Fred what you want so pa. Say me you know anka bokura gamu say sana me ka che no.
Musia ye.
You share no.
Okay.
Say I idea yem fan kan ye ho. Hwe creative arts no ye dwuma ye die no. Ye ni private sector ene ene won ye dwuma.
Okay.
It is a private sector urban environment ne ya. Obetumi employ a lot of the creative arts.
Yes.
Oko baby dey say +233 just hey.
Eso hey.
Me ni first person because be ho at e dey ebo music e be no. Certainly ebo wake up na omo hwe TV ni eyinkwa football. Na me kono ka to me creative arts person. Oh, can any ebo music ho. Na Dr. Odo ka tell me say only instruments. Na me say obi ho na me kofa bae. On the 9th of July. That was that day na some Jan sell planet no. Na the chin started say jazz ayo.
Okay.
For 13 solid years. From Monday up to Friday, papa ni employ nipa through the creative arts. Creative arts for say enye yenya and can some man for you krum ha nya na ka biblia jai. Ka bia omunye skasa adentia. Oko drinking sports they call East Legon, Colaboni. Ko a normal creative arts for amaya be sports any pubs any eatery place.
Yes.
And ameba.
Yes.
Now the ko trans no if there's no music here. If you can kind of say Debbie ye about my 3 bottles.
Ow.
Na Guinness for to produce more. It is the creative economy near the man. Say so we are a switch baby. You're in the only area say activity it affects all the economy. You can say a concert but could be a stadium. The Uber Benya Doctor chewing gum be ho.
Yes.
Kelly will is you ho kebab so e dey. Ho. Fire service ambulance for so eto e twen. Tax for jerry for tax. Any nyina. It is all sectors of the economy. Say creative person ba ko catch say oye eyi ya. E ma effective bia. Na anamanfo e ba creative industry ma. O fi say bia e music ni e for.
Most of the time
musicians, actors and actresses for home. Fashion designers kind of home.
I can't creative as I say creative.
Interior decorators, say they are creative people. And fine art, draw. Sculptor, say and graphic designers, and event planners. And obi obi a plan event. You see her, 10 to see a new home. And producers. To say
music producers and movie producers
and more discussion event logistics almost supply and near my like instruments in that almost fabricators of metals.
Okay,
I'm from you get in the okay, and architecture and I'm painting so painting keke and a culinary arts a noir. A creative event so we all these sectors now at the end of the day every day you'll be able to hear the creative person in the economy to survive. It's a sector a very proud. You name any jeba, it's a matter of also because the war what the human best start here who said and creative people. We create things out of the vacuum.
Okay,
we'll be about studio. In France, maybe or to the role. Keep in a mebona man of me into your creative abilities. No, creative me. Then you are creative people in task me again. Say, to the creative economy, no, Dr. Bermuda said, Debbie. No, we know Nana Kufadne said that I knew you found. That was why on the 17th of January 2008, a bra, your two Obama, Nana Kufad, so may presidential candidate 2018, or friend to phone ya benefit or. You have say, offended say, Nima, could you me all CK man? Couldn't do no baby. Don't run almost about 85%. By no catch on say, oh no, Naka Mama lawyer and Koba offended saying, artist manager.
Sir, what make us go come box among baby, bossing any but was in any movie producers in music and no be a Koba and cheek. On for creative any agro. It's a honor and a me. Marco Cracomante, Nana Fredo Foriata, so Kesafo, Helena Mabo, and A plus, Catch Kwamia Pia, okay, Mandex. Your form will be a friend creative ask for change. Okay, and it gives a Wajumu Kumasi, Umina kind home. Say ye the home to her, say ye the Bebois, Nana Akufado, I'm an Rini. To that was where creative for the drone admission. But the Uko Ghana, in terms of our creative space here, I bet be our baby to creative ask for. Or you for saying,
you should creative as for AB.
Okay, new people.
Yes,
and different people.
You can feel Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Hey, okay, you come right.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and who said the creative industry, about anything on see Ghana from the present day TV3. Say your creative sector, no, if it not benefit to her, we can go and record music and then our films. Near a documentary about Ghana. Yako rural areas, no, I could hear about how the economy is going. People like the E.T. Mensah, Kim Bruce. Bob Cole, Kakaku, Ike Yami, Kin Onyana.
Bob Cole, what about
Abakaba? Omina, Dr. Nkrumah Yusuomo, Eddie Promo 2, the agenda.
Okay, it's new.
That be new. It's in 1965. Dr. Kejiko Boy, and you Manse Umo, yeah. Now, Obi one band with an OPK. And I mammy at Maman Sawari. Okay. And I'm for good you such a Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say. Dr. K say about the Tiano because Mansa Uma Echo set up agitation and Ghana for a year. Ghana in Sa set them around hole. It's no more than 1966, you know, every two coming by no. Yeah. Dr. Bujero buy no but talk diaspora no any Ghana no in terms of the creative no boom. Okay. That's why in 1971 on the 6th of March, what is soul to soul about Ghana Independence Square. I 10 and 8 and 10 and buy. That was it. And also the no. Na tena kra wo free mu na say krampo no ya ko for 20 tribute no mo make reference to I ko Facebook tribute am dey my history am dey account because on that day no say no na come pay me baby the set no more gentis o kumase
okay
na ni nwa panye fe me sasamo na manager nti wo na ton take is no ke ko for train aba de no buy no say no obi a ofie kakra wo na fie achi nti fe bibi ofie preaching feed yourself it obi hia among for ndo mo ya adwuma the set na padu wo so pa na osofo dazi group se na padu ekobo concert ya obonwumi wi a SK upon ni from Pomas Odi mo na concert ma no
okay
ayi gena champion so pe concert pa na ni je ho enti ho na ma na bosompra enye Joyce Wattenberg so on comfa inform no for me osofo dazi
na bosompra on e cantata na sa
on ta
okay
on the buy on Joyce Wattenberg no e lecture illegal to na tron play no
okay
and osofo dazi on the 24th of October 1972 yeah, near TV, because I go set time no Jamas on a transmission no eba. Yeah. You come in probably 2 penny television, black and white. Be the year better no. 1972. Wow. Yeah. 52 years. So that's right. To know you saw of that, you know, and propagating the ideas. So on the 4th of July 1978. Akufu metu no. Na set time na Ghana prepare e dia call the democratic era. Okay. And Papa J, about 14th of a friend, 4th of June, Edibe2, a tampon, any Yakufu free ho. Now, Tamo lifted the ban on party politics, no, still not creative people, no, there are two. Now, had TAI. Okay. PFE for, MPP for, yeah, so for PFE. Vitosu. Yeah. That quite be from Boma Paradise Qua. I'm going to hear you, the PFE. Bravo. Oh, my Ghana, me, Yanni, dance so, Yan Sorum, I won't tell me no one to pay. Okay. And before, at that time, PFE, and my, the call campaign, no. And I answer for, Dr. Pauli. Almost vote for UNC, the party for you. Vote for UNC, the party for you. Broad base, the base. UNC all the way. Convention and clean. Pa William Echo. Creative one wow. I see. And you creative ha. And I oba Kwame Nyante. Edi donko. Kwame Nyante. Also koda da. Edi donko. Oh, no so no nyane free a pride. Senior edi donko. Donko. On the ponkomo so nyuma no. Okay. And I will be ko. Odo kwa. Are you done some Fisherman House? If Diamond Adi. Okay. No presidential candidate. Na padu na ye nyuma no. O ye mo bro hu adwuma ye. Or child yaba yenina yentu manwe. Vote for the fish. Wow. IDA presidential candidate. Amontu man a fish. Atolelu. Fish ya nekro. Wow. And on so yamano. And Dr. Alpi Bafo, Dr. Bilson, only Dr. Mahama. Madam Akuso, Mama for your young mom. Creative for one of you. Now, Papa J, every 2 79. About smarting cancer. Satana, my friend, the body friend soon man. No, no, also the whole Ghana. I'm no instrument. That's a bread. You ma Ronnie's ma smarting cancer, and you Emano. Okay. For his political activity. And Sana Limano, Eba. Dr. Limano by and Sana Humbia because you be too no say it is 2, 3 come Eba. It is 3 come Eba. 3 come by no idea to buy any farming and a curfew. Yeah. It is the creative industry in a good top. From 1983 to 86 to 87. Got in. Now the creative industry, no, a good. I call Germany, no. To want a burger music. Burger high life. Any now, say, I got a creative industry in S3. 1974. A year 4th dimension banana George Dark with Denim. Born you be Yedinam Pabo, a creative one, I got to Yedinam Pabo. Beef Libya, I be a butcher for that Yedinam Pabo. It's a papa moi, runs to the year 1992. And a Juvelaka. Ghana films say, yeah, no one no recording, you know. Baby TV3 for Kotoya. That's right. I Congress was about saying on the bar, MP before NDC for up to now. Among these two NDC for the buy no. Juvelaka no use here at the year and you now you do buy him so other people are almost saying mama to the year 2000. Now before 1996, already I refer to Kojo Donko, no a diplomat, fancy Pimni. On a boy, say Chalawatini, we are seeing more brower. Why you my great alliance? So I can great alliance, you know. Set time. Great Alliance in 2000 Great Alliance. 1996. 1996 Acadian. Any J for the okay. Papa, any man friend, Kojo Donko, Great Alliance. When you're the baby, call a diplomat. But before then,
me kai say me wo Oman FM me interview Apofaji sa apadu apofo de film lansing
na padu film lansing Apofaji film mo 20 years na
ti da na padu me interview na padu me hwe be se be ko hwe sa interview no na wo ka woni Rollins
ampa amuso e contractor kra ni ade no
yes wo ka woni Rollins anamontu 2 years say wo se bebre obekọ no na Rollins betrasi ya okobo nwoma kakra ansa na Rollins apie so that to calm his nerves.
That's right.
And so up and then padu catch him and he have interview for about 45 minutes. And then he didn't go say 10 but he no you virtual almost like 1 hour.
God in think come on you dey creative for no.
Yes, and I make
and about the year 2000 J Kufo. Me and my friend Nanan Kroma. Kufo J Kufo
Ghana chebo Kufo.
Me no na be studio.
Baby, so back why? Stakeholder.
That's Stakeholder. No. Na set time no na Nkrumah no. And Cindy Thompson, mo bro who for eje okay.
Yes.
You say nyum no. Which we create for no mo politics no.
Yes.
And about 2004 ho so no ase nyum na ekofo one is run say you ye. And about 2008. Ho na daddy lumba no. Edi bam. Na ye mi na.
Say nyum na dey jayo.
Wutan so big dreams.
Yes.
Then you see enough for dreams. Go high. That as someone in also 2008. Set time no now 2008 Lenny Akpadi any Jiwala Kanyom and Professor Menzo say yes. And about 2012 no Sydney no got a chop on Kotaka.
Yes.
So na kufa do so Zulumba nyum and I don't have kofa Adangba. If an Adangba or no for and na see
fiti o ejem kone enna eko so wasi janse bia nim
2016 the NDC for no my consistency tambia no jola kanyum ni dia kwakoyem antem tambia no omu yusu 2016 and that do man so bam na dana sama so nyina ompa and 2020 ya pasco 2020 more fanana
2020 ya do manana waka no kra
and na see so buy
okay
na fia bebe drew the digital man so
but na see die say nye later MPP from place come na see no omonyo man na
they say
me penasem do
that's what the 3 days they we do there
na see go
obi ya na dwen you obi ya na dwen you enti me convince here na 2024 Samini na Kim Paluta nyoma e be fire and your official song idea but emu nsem no resonates with our message
yes
and then as a moment ba but as Sami so di bia ba Omania champo
yes
any ampono nipa bebre eti na Godwin as what me can say creative industry no e ade a abaniti nani ehwe omo a ebeboa pa that's why Dr. Bawumia ayena gbe say yes so ba obeboa creative industry with the digitalization and oba me studio a wo America enhia say obetwa ticket aba so baba ye onwom ha
sa ho
e da bi enhia wo da to nwum no gu WhatsApp so ma me bebo beat no na me dey send o
na the beat atwase
e dey atwase be wo say bi a ogu wo iPhone kra betumi yisu e dey ato nwom no e say dey send na me dey ato ha guitar is how aba wa ha say ni nya to digital
digitalization
sa it is Dr. Bawumia ka say look creative arts no oba no say there be say economy no tell the cambo mu tourism arts and then culture nyina move together it is optimal not to be shem pa a bit rabo ama amafo yi because so oba yi no a ade a ye ton say cassette ni CDs no and say any ho bebre do no as to phone call despite net to phone call big man bi any ho to phone nyina e
first ka to phone call despite big man
phone no ha na ha so di talent boarding to Dr. Bawumia yen say so oba only industry stakeholders ade ba kwa yem den no say Godwin say we ye bibia ma amamfo na amfa amamfo na nka ho amman kyerɛ madwen amfa ho ade kro mu hia na ka so de broma enye yie eti wono all the stakeholders in the creative industry nyina no odom nyina ahia mo bi ade plan to ho na say commerce no infas bia aton ye niema no so ba obe create app ebetumi dey in addition to the existing app na ho no ama ye niema pese ton no yetumi dey etumi aton and and they to me so tax incentive Godwin edwuma ye sebe medical school ni o school we are or hospital we are kwakwa edwuma ye dey infant we are kwakwa edwuma kwakwa di edwuma o nema bebre anything ka say any private sector na edwuma so ko bi kroma agoga sante atum tete ya amache dede abi sport kama o
oh sir
yes nice one pa betuma bo ho okokwa Dr. Brian Champon obi na you the hotel no the money be ni say here say bia me so ba be see facility kakra bia o me ne Dr. Brian e ko into agreement Dr. Brian mama for be dig ma ho edu emre na e bia ba be twa taxi a ma hwe boa de boa ye no yes so dey so ato so am out with there so the government is going to partner with the private sector say them can say oba o man mu ha sani ye no ene nduru enwumre eye Friday Gold Coast Bar a private sector but Ghana tourism e dey ho arrange no am bo live man ho am for onye dwuma ye
okay
call all the other places from Kaswa to East Legon make you catch yourself a number of drinking spots am for niema theater for us any comedy for no bia ye na dwuma so the creative economy no very large. Dr. Benwe who said Dabi the next you know say Ghana be year tourism as and culture no it's a edimu pa
ayidi ya ekwapem de amudi nansen
na sen
hwe kwan no so me hwe me fa ho me say ayi pubs a hol mo no because udwura na ba no obi esiesie ne de penti yese di bamboo ye ne maka
creative economy na ko economy e be ba ho
yes
na see na de kra efe and it could trade faces here you see about 10,000 city capacity convention center
yes
God is say ya enipa be ba no nya tem keto a yes an hwe you kra offend say the year of return the year of return the idea of the buy no enye easy kra hwe nipa dodo a e bo man mu in terms of tourism the bunch of creative jamipa na on the 7th of December Ghana for tomayen na mo for gidie mu say dabi ta ba we buy so no akwantuo sem e da na apagya kosoro but dodo no abeba oman mu ha say na o hwe yayi ni mu a ye fra bibi the plan your commitment to whom or say tax incentives say me kan no or say set up a Ghana as conference and exhibition destination through conference facilities of Ghana international trade fair that make actually
yes
the plan be for the creative industry or say set up a cultural heritage fund to provide sustainable funding for the chieftaincy institution and cultural heritage position
make ababa busa say and Ghana ya mehwe Ghana for mpenu ayi musicians especially omo any opportunity e ko UK koyim programs a ise obi akwa obi ko osemakugina O2 meko O2 arena na mebusa senti Ghana yanso mo fa nchemi O2 in fact ya kwa na mfrenu O2 na millennium ayi mirafi na millennium building omo can be say na omo see to herald the coming of the year 2000 but omantimi
okay
omantimi a chair pantika ya baba ye ayo albatross let's come enti O2 ni the private company
okay
I know this can be shame mu tino ma so bu cheji didi no O2 arena no enti isi an obi akọ ho woko enti Ghana ye so fa yes O2 no way first na national theater ye China for the Rollins the time if you want to buy any kwesi Accra International Conference Center
almost Accra International Conference Center na sana ba
as national theater okay fine correct it is if I say me no but say national theater na ho de no wo form it next one we
fa tin about can say obi theaters all around the country the theater na ho kan no and am focus fees obi abeto hu say theater na te say
national theater
bi o hwe economy ba bi a wo si theater no o hwe economy because we chrome we see say national theater bi o micro at charging atuma gogwa in terms of the economy emwa
da bi o me de be yi
sa emwa it is see no nti ona ye ka say bi amache de na yi wa ye no the private sector no na nyampa Dr. Bamiwa ba one ne kokko ekoye de ekoka bom amache mama fo me ye adwuma ha na godin ye ya di bi a yetimi mo hu da bro ye say aso theft na ezi no
okay
o mamu akra say ekobe
say sports
but a motive a facility
okay
say your track retractable wa sis wa ha ebitim dey sisi wo here concert ni wi na yi ni nyina na sa ba you said the amafo ye ebi wo sports stadium no
oh ayi krampo I think say Chicago ebi obabi a ya na first na arcade tap perform ye na say lo retractable to mu wi a na ya bie di say na ye de ye basketball
ya dia ma creative set time timi mo ho da roye ana edwin enko ho say nyama ni nya betimi aboa o ta say it's all these facilities ni na o ha so ko conference center has is akra o ko the dome ho so na da kwa na chata so ko hu oban I said look you want to expand the city school na nye ho na the parliament house ya nka dokwa go si wo na
chata house for the year no and no masa ne la pam
ebiesi bi wo
mo la pa ma ye makọ akọhwe na efe papa na wura mu a oh good
na no three music awards ho na ye no all these are private sectors and the creative sector ni there private sector na ni amane ni nya ne say incentives ni ehia eti no na oka say heritage ye na ye kan sisi na me kan ya oye yi hwe sikema awu
aw
na padu awu yiwala ka awu papa yanse awu me pacho da be na akota krade a akohu say omo yi bi ho da heritage funds bi ho da
dabi bi hu bi asa
Dr. Bawumia so ba ye ba be set say nema no ama se sikema ni guitar bi no boy a ho for tourism
yes.
So that if you go there obetumi stay ho so stay ho na wotwe a obedidi ho obebi bia ho ama enema tumi eden etumi abo awo the heritage fan no ho and I say provide such intensive as seed funding to stimulate private sector investment in the arts including attracting international events and I make country so me
you know mo book no manifesto no
any card too much
manifesto no I mention MP manifesto I say selfless leadership bold solutions for jobs and business I mean call yes page 67 for tourism and creative arts exploring the use of tax incentives to stimulate private sector investments in tourism and creative sector facilities, including in conference parks, campuses to attract large international events.
That's right. And implement travel
allocating seed funding to a cultural heritage fund. Setting Ghana up as a conference and exhibition destination, implement an e-visa policy for all international visitors to Ghana, supporting the establishment of a national hospitality training.
What been?
Oh, poco idea.
What been? What we say? Oba the tourism one, and them a woman. Yeah. And then how to say? The papa say Tuma Dr. Bawumia. I would number one. No Oba. Say no women na. Ebe buana mana.
Ebe pacho. Na send me video bi. I think message you. And I know ye bibi ukumasi or rally support for John Mahama. And was John Mahama die. Or no why ye bia mo pen. Na ye mo no o cheche o mo cars. Eti wo mo so aben omo de no mo ayi omo support Mahama no be chobo cars. And na the wuni. Was say ye fa na wuni oba wono so ye kuma Christiana wuni wono say na theater ina musi no sa facility musi no agree is mass kumase no ye no fa so be le was man wono be wodri it on do here say wo chese wo ji adwa me patcho the creative arts no e ka na mu hia ana say de na mu hia
see tools so kwani e ko afom dan se kan no awu anya bia go no betuma akwakoye
dabi
utumi koye ye tools e de adwuma ye ka ho ba ye koye car no se ekoje for private say ye hwe me ti wo say as a creative person ade ba ko a ma pe MPP asem pa ye the free SHS ba ye me ba ko Achimota school ban tua kapre not one ade me tua no se bia me patrotro Achimota school
black and white for you
Melasmon Achimota, but Capre, not one petua. We need receipt. We said we are paid this one to Achimota school to tell me where it's a free session. Point in some creative arts plan. No man, you be a crow more and no quantity. I'll campaign for MPP because what about Buano? Now, say creative arts no music school na kiss and I win ye. I can't say no. Onim, Hong Kong should 3 theaters. Yeah, numbi. You better volunteer for try there or
okay,
because the impact that I have made in the creative sector in terms of discovering talent. Say yeah no man go for Panzan one ka JQ no one appetus. Sami ni nya in some on fire. This say your party papa mu say na was say nyama na yen town in Kuwansa. Ye dey be board Dr. Bawumia in the next year no. Now God ade ba kwa man fon share no so say manifesto bia wo ya last year 4 years old.
Yes.
After 4 years, what twin fast manifesto me teacher.
Dabra say twem.
Sa. Eti no ade mo de teacher say CBC theaters ni NCC. Dabi. Sabi ayi asase bia na hokwa. Theater ba tia ba ba dey. What asase da ba you know. It maybe you have to go through the land process. Why no Ghana say. So if you are even going through process bra bebre. Kuma say amphitheater NCC. You see UN for our you be our say mu dua tick near that dey.
Tick.
It will be quite easy no. Akwakoye eno no bone of contention.
I say area hold the tick or home be
good. Any akwaje kakra. Yes.
kwada suicide ho
na da bi on da bi no ye yo eno ye school no
sa
and ye say amphitheater national CNC culture center culture center kan ye sha no ho a race course ne ko hwempo a o tu bi kan le ma no
culture center
yeah ai
say what na me call library
na be wo hu from 1969 ni 70 one ye ko ye ko race course no
e den why ade
obi de nyini hwenu na ye ene de me da wase
ene wo be kasa de wo be brem pa asa wo kasa wo de wo Peter Nkuma et antino de wo mu sini wo kwada so
any school
and
in the school you were 3 theaters in the room.
Wow.
Yes, be play baby be akwa band for be bo
okay
and the told me say be chairman for ade
okay
ho it is one from say in CB club you 3 theaters why kwada so no bit me use and he says amphitheater
hey and then there so
oh amphitheater says so na ba ya aha ayi friend say baby ayi means of information we archives oh na yesibi ho
Prad baby mo fe no nye Prad but museum na
monument board on plot yesi amphitheater bo ko see yesi it's about 70% complete.
Really?
Yes. I don't know for ya dinner the communication the free ne e ko see yin de ade bia so god no frame am beto yi ye de beto ho and the papa yin na say twin den the mama phone said look this is what MPP has done in terms of the creative space as yan kan yi say dem catch say na no any vice president go say be catch say o cost the security service the kind of retooling ye dey more in terms of the creative space instruments ya tamo where the number of police band they all my mu say the army the navy fire service immigration SEPS omunya ya to brand new instruments and their mom say you can creative you know but you can your communication you fan kan ho it me three vice president agree course oh and I'm can't say data say any data in terms of adibia baby no yet me because your musical members were actors and actors more exhibition centers more here provision of logistics American data on number of hotels our each region the number of people that they employ in the creative sector omo adwa kitenya da nyina yase ekonya it's part of the creative you know yase do say you say ayi friend say mami oboy ogede hwan ne nkrofo yi boy yase
kumasi ni mami
yes data by the own but it goes for the creative sector we are the government is providing that kind of a through the private sector.
3 weeks ago na me organize program bi ama TVET for enti na ye Ghana Japan cultural exchange enti me na me say na de Ghana Japan cultural exchange ya Japan for no so bebre eba ma fa traditional yi bia enti me hu the last minute na me no ese edition
that's right
na me hwehwe obi a obabo ban yi ekiti saa yim kakra bra me bre
wonyembi
na menua ayi de wo piece of ma na me da muyi na twoma no ayi
odi ahenkai
kwame wa nyame de nyame asi saa no muyi ma won de da se pa o za na so wonante ayi kama o muyi ma ne fine ko for support no na me firi odi ahenkai na kwame so bomode na wo de ayi wo fre ko fu mame o mu fiche bi ne bai na me mani gise museum moduma no by na program ni 9 by 6:30 mo fiche bi adu kromo
wow
na me me buso mo say enye se odi ahinkan na wo recommend wo mo a e ka me mo mma because me catch so be ma perform da no o mo fa bi nkire me na me hwe de o ma yeda
Momenti
but because you die in kind I recommend them muntino me ginidi edulo momra tomba me tuomfo say adom yen on betima aya akwa brochire and to mo certain documents and e madibi no mo digitalize our activities
so in the next Dr. Bawumia government no all the DCC near you nyina ye busa say we area ho no nipa do say na ye ba ban mo yetima mo bia pops because energy sector ni anywhere say electricity constant all these you have to have all those kind of statistics community centers ben and I would don't know the whole Ghana no do say no ha ukomi kuma go asante achuma community center a ban redu in 1974-75 omi esi ye I know a student of Legon when you try on a first mentia that I find an Akusa for it never be a unit it never be of a hen or I see community center. It's a police one at all. Why should it happen like that? I said to nobody who Anna, yes, I free idea because and then churches or my muha. So if the environment is not conducive, go ahead, Dr. Bodin Amiche, that's sorry, make his house. Plus auditorium. Hey, that be. What did I know? Aha, it is a gospel for now. Gospel for no creative for me. You be a day. You acquire you. That be Mr. When I know thing. Aha, Makoho. Na me nko da of akwati free mo. That's right. And Daughters of Glory Jesus. And your program. It me cool be. Na me nyamecha de me de nyame se be koye na me kosia Dr. Body Mecha Kasa himself. And also, I mean, found talk akra. When me one just like 5 minutes. I'm hey, that's doc. Where they say here school was on the side was school in here. Hey, Miss auditorium in here. He got for four fraternity. No, say Dr. Bewumia Bar. When he said Dr. Body Mecha people, no, say, look, all these creative people, if someone claim you should national theater, no be used for what kind of national government and also. So there's going to be that kind of symbiotic association between these people and the government. That's why we say the private sector is the engine of their growth. So the creative sector, we are very, very, very in conjunction with the government. That's why I first say about now the policy of hotels on entertainment. Obiba hotel waha. The entertainment policy is saying weekend culture group when Aframo Ayamabeji or my phone any Niama. They said to go in the next government, make me create employment for the creative sector because we always complain. Say employment in New Day, but Ghana, you be Juma, but you probably bring Juma. Oh, baby. Yes, a probability work. It's never tell you, a mini session or ha. It will 12 me, but me Juma. Yes, it's a me make Juma come in, a chance of Gina. Wow, called Brother Bia. See, a hoarding in the Juma 7 previous and a Kayevo, on the Woods Academia. And people can sit at their homes with data and then work and then get money. Dr. Gombamia can say, so about creative sector, no, say data policy at the digitalization, it will need any public transit, no actual can. That's why November, about launch that kind of policy, no. I'm a idea to so we can ride on that platform to go and then exhibit our crafts. Now, man, for it may to be their mind. But the Kotuha at least. Say your body na kakra ba betu akwa because right now most of the digital economy in terms of these are normally apple no trace card but it's minimal as compared to say be yan kati bitme nya your platform you did to so it is a god news so become 0.5 you should be trying to meet me at 0.8 I Ghana for them and everybody will try to move into that kind of digital space or for the creative sector in terms of Dr. Bemia Akanyi Pana, I never could come. I am there. Care for the elderly. It's a movement. For the elderly. And of people in the creative industry, it's only a probability work. It's nobody be there to watch out to me in Yebi. It's not confirmed. The policy will be the last bit of me kind of miss. Moyam Rantia Pa. Na munyesika mo born munyesika mo de jenko for girls GB kwa DB kwa jenko for yere no. Na Ulusika akwa ye na ukoba kokra na we na Ghana for and am appreciate na mode usika jeko for girls jeko for yem no wodwe ho kwa nyi so ba kokra etu oba kokra se de wo kwa emfa wo nko ye mu de bi no ho when you use so wan dwa wo ka no ho but say me can say be wi ase de u GB now de bi AC but ye dwuma no nye de bia na unya bi but to the bia one hit kekekra no lifetime so say ni de in cream the generation of today no why lucky e che say onyomo no Oja between the Google baby, but can I yes, can you see the Juana Uguta? It's so free how, of course, I will be quiet. I want to Tombi. Nina and why I can call with that's why I producers, executive producers, and musicians, they won't talk about this time. The way you know, or God will grab a trauma and Nema Ede, Ebenina. It's I think say the mind shift will change as you go along. Say that be Yanko de be say baby, if you're there to Panu Yari. And we said sometimes say I didn't say boy I could you yari kidney problems any might be breathing. They happen boarding. We are not better on mine, I see so mine and na yen show by yes so that's a fact. But Obama's responsibility at least now we say buy or mine by just can be too baby. one you be
sika ba bebrebe na me so de jinkofo de jinkofo girls e de twa nkofo mpo guys me na mabobra ka ba ka ni nyamba kwa no wa start wa order ni asepo de bre no was mabobra 25 years later na Ghana for appreciate me sir
appreciation dey too it you am can say who say na me can Symbiotic association
yes
you know be a derive advantage from the other
exactly
come here craft no yes so security employment within the women etiaban no so hot so kakra it is so kwa hunyehia mu a and you say be say like Oliver Trace we always be asking for more but enya de bia kase bia ne hia se be a e ho edodo ye hia kakra de ato ye nuro na ano se be unyi kra no enya me bia wo makra e to ma kra no e bia enya wo fe biom so when you be 75 you na back to subi so do ba so just God what dey cry
na wo nante cry ye dia ma
e tu kakra bia be dey do say se ripe cry ye gia na edua ni die mu eh we would ba ade adan ka kondo you know ye dey bro house na wo dwane e tin dey ho but Dr. Bemiaka said the care for the elderly pass an aging act for the care of protection of the elderly and general she said oye say yen the creative space no so that ye kwa hu mi gem a e betumi aboa na ye creative people ye kwa hu mi gem me piano me boy me to abo consider me why say
piano die ni san minimum instrument bi abo me hwe opa ma me nto nyum na me san ka say me motebu you see ebetija me ni that fine motor skills
okay we need that rhythm you know
di ba me train me bomb myself so better say off yeah baba beni abusa for ahaya would be radio 95.9 o sa hwe wo movement television so me ne Fredima ura Fred Chimensa and ye tell me yedi enkomo na enuma wa ya mankofo beat wa bo mankofo emrante watu omofo atwo mo ho nsem from Kikijan last me Kikijan I've read a lot about Kikijan but from television media it told me also move extra be from the more scope but me can't wo there about Kikijan from the Ghanaian lens no na me say yes this is who the guy was
true.
And he say I was saying ni pagina so issue the free the Kikijan story mu na ye de hwe emrante about for season no e say timi e de hwe
we 20 years ni I'm
yeah me kind e dey na we fa ho
and many producer no e be kasa na e release enyom no na ya e be release
ya me ko pace camera na ye fa
ko pe na na god na fa jampa after 7th na ye announce say Dr.
I feel so
okay
me hwani adin enkomo the program did the Bɛkyerɛ mu mini Fredima e wase no mu Peter Ankoma deputy editor Dispatch newspaper Peter
minia
akwaba
then
the jacket is we awade
kakra
wo fi finish auto
na pete
e ba wo sa had dem pete
yes na Kwesi collections
hey
anti
Kwesi collection hey yo Power Republic Kwesi collections okay
me so me sheba akwa maminua
na entertainment wuni mu
in fact enne masua de papa on said you break it down say first you say so entertainment industry na say creative arts na enyomtofo ne ayifo
in fact this is twafo
yes in fact so tie oman nkofo ni bi krampa because I was happy so baby you know they sa streamline ayi omo Dr. Bamiaka wan asema omo hia no ho asem bai mate omo mu bi am support political party for be say step bi o entasom ebi mu kra say sebi weekend ya bako o say o nyansa de bia nim but odidi vice president krampa atem
yahwe ni bako ni nyansa wo
say streets are online streamline e bi wo dada ntade na Ghana wo say anya ye de nti na ho ne me interest pa say nchechemu anko betimi aboa wo sa the benefit wo mu so kakakra ne wetima breaking dance say event organizers krampo omunya creative ayifo achechemu amehu waya de papa na aya on tamra say nye hampo a omu nchechemu yi na yente ase
no otako
kopa because ase na mi am Facebook de oboa
na unim theater nsensemi
yes
unim say 2013 President Mahama promises obesi theater wo kuma se
wansi
asa
wansi
away
skada kra buy bibia buy
in fact uko graphic online date ni August 6th 2013. President Mahama promises theater for Kumasi. Meaning, government has secured funding from Turkish exports.
Secured?
Yes.
Okay.
An import bank to put up a second national theater in Kumasi to promote arts in the country. President Mahama, who made this known, said the proposal national theater will accommodate a larger audience than the one in Accra. He was speaking on Monday during a courtesy call on him by players in the creative industry at the Flagstaff House, Kanda, in Accra. Mr.
It is kind of by.
Oh, I say, Mama secure Turkish.
It's away.
Well, so on press conference, I mean, you know, I'm friend. Into Bia,
on friend, you be saying,
so that should be her. Say, Bia, said Dr. Bamia, creative industry, or more, you know. Bia Fedima, mo actually be say, your froma, no more bisa. Na ya say o Kumasi na ye nimu so o mo Kumasi no mu ntwa no mo nsan ni kire na ye hu
se be bitako Kumasi en kameti
sa
amaso
me de minim
scan so ye hu we be fire.
I see.
Oh, now apart from that streamline you know o mu share Dr. Bawumia no who said there was a question be about he said street children any other numa numa be ne say ba ho apart from near Kenya yenim because who say it wasn't live
it was a lot of things happened over there
and a streamline at the end Mr. Chechemi apart from say e be water that no yeah the Dr. Bawumia promised him say is it next month ya kwampo no obi bia no
Ghanaians were complaining say content you know they got to apple music you know that they are aketwene ba no to we they have their own set of rules of engagement. And you say, essentially, people promote to your creative sector in terms of our music and your culture. Doctor say, okay, upon you bet me as a theater. Yes, a theater. Upon no 3 cities, doctors about 5 cities. To improve it, everybody will try to align. Into all the various sectors are the streaming platform. No, Agada, Atlas in our first again. Yes, if you are Ghana from Kwanim, you have other partners are because technology in there or the back. But other people are involved, special people are almost in there outside anymore. It is now canon. I didn't cry my name because about good. So, Dabi, a man who has had it here. Mamma Coffee, Nibia. A man to all your Bibia, I don't for the boy, but Dr. Diano, very, very smart. And the name of the area count, very, 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 very good. The last time I TV oh and you for we hear large engine. Sebi see with the friendly so to Bob one day. 9 bibiso. Doctor 9 bibiso that the Bamia 9 bibiso. I consult a lot of the stakeholders in the industry. I'm very good in terms of data and it's platform streaming. It's here. Yami pa or the baby two yenum bend wim or the between if you maybe akachira you you know,
but look, what is their problem? Because in addition to,
and I don't say
in addition to the one that I know,
and if you promote it more, you will subscribe to it more. What does it?
Yes,
than any you know, and all by addition to, and in terms of the platform, no incentives or the man, as compared to others, no, yeah, they know so.
But you see, but because in any case, they already existed once, no. Oh, Ghana and do send Albania,
sir. At yes, local one say local content was so more. Ukosha,
people subscribe to it.
Yes,
there are a lot of Ghanaians in the diaspora.
If I make one penny to me, channel must subscribe.
Yes. Authentic music and a boy. God,
yeah, come out.
Oti region or campaign.
The what didn't do.
Adam me no energy no be omunya free.
Enra me empedifo ni bi frame ma me ko hia wo mo. Na omo ye former security couples. Na omo ni madi nkomoda. Me ho na ba ko frame me. And was go da or was akwateti abra. Na be call ye. And was say videos bi ni pictures bi a wo hu. North or baby neighbor other areas. In the panel doors on the mano. Na opesu busame. Na min kamu no krenchero say a ye organic. anaasɛ ɔmo kɔfa nkɔfo free baby ɛna ɛba to da menkam no korɛkyerɛ no ɛna me so ɔmo nkɔfa nkɔfo free baby na ɛba na vasa Dr. Bamia ba Greater Accra ɔba denta ebia anopa 9 o'clock 11 o'clock ufa denta wo kɔ Madina ufi Madina ebia 1 o'clock ɔba Ayawa so West Ogon eti adeno adenta fo ɛbɛba Ayawa so West Ogon eti ɔkɔ adenta 9 o'clock adenta fo ne na wi ofo no immediately ɔkɔ Madina different sort of people wakoto wo eti e constituency for na ɛba ɛna ɔse saa na me se an no so okay ɔde ne beto no si say dem so papa mintimi nkɔ abonti jabo na me use mo enura no mo san frɛ me kɔ ebelifo mienu ɛna mo se ada Dr. Bamia ni eyo mu hu na mo do mo ni atofo mo wa ye no mo se ɛya ankɔfo mo ba yi no bi no campaign ase no ya ye nhwɛ o mo nim the enthusiasm a mo de ba no say Dr. Bamia won dey pay the post it say so be bolo kro ba because won dey pay the post but what about voter no so we dey no wo pay ono so mention na bull because oje Dr. Bamia di enti enra they told me say they are very confident now say Dr. Bamia is winning the election
dance you good
yes
can I ka party here send for the last since I launch manifesto no we it started driving no so say wo crowd to wa obi a you hear the voter card at all say no on that day no fortunately say so bo you know app na bo pe obo hu say registration number register or friend say electoral commission no where you now details na be dey ebeba no hu say bibia between people are really rejuvenated say
obi say telenovelas na aba no one ko benya Dr. Bamia ba enko ban na mo say the man ha adwene say now TV stations nyina sa aka ni twi no ye no de eya mena gu Ghanaian movie industry no you know what to say
yes no I'm not for but subjective on say most of this kind of radio station television station they are privately owned and sometimes they have to also make money it I dey my encourage you say in addition to domo ye no yes to encourage the local production competition that's right now Godwin go local production ni bo ding can no o say no nipa wan hu can no go betuma ko bi fie o de fie nya be ma wo say mo mmra me twade ho ene on fa ma wo sa
first it is fantastic na ye fie bi ne me na fo bi fie ne de man ko fo
because onu nipa kwa de ba hospital we spend fie ma o kire bi aba ba ye no money ntema production cost no can now ananka niema in terms of any saying equipment abano that's why Dr. Eka said say nyame pa in the near future or bar say me for chairmansa maybe what idea be to go to the public schools to rejuvenate a school band tamana St. John's band no more no pokwa nyane obi a band say those area no me ma fa no ho say me this be because I'm the same proposal no to abandon anymore abandon me say why you fine I can support you on this one and now nyama okra abano says obetua a amemo tua b to go and help say logistics ni nya e ho and abana say na make kire no private sector obi ehie tika kakra dey nti no onu fi say bia because Brazil and answer me call aha ekofa we bra me body is here na instead say production because studio akwa ni menya we order determine fa twi enfa enko but I think say enema ekotunya funu amanfo so people want new one say favorite series on TV you can when they started here
oh I see
yes on the 9th of May nipa ko here no that was the first day in the for room it started 2001
but the house man
yes nipa we no Sunday in started and I've been acting on part almost sound in there me na me the second of people no say to me commission say look unye ya but fortunately or unfortunately and because of you be a television station and I want the phone so the content how are you going to manage the content that's the most difficult one and you need it can yes that's why a lot of people are doing skits and they are doing now also it is if local content producers and between say skit providers be come education papers they can go for them and then show it on their prime time
Mate you know about UK was say NTB obeba na oba person be hia na wo tie hu na wo se me fa number man me be man na na me ne
0201 no man
Mate you said they tell say because of globalization globalization I take you over bibia fashion creative art say na we nyina enti extremely difficult to say obeka say who control this side maybe
very difficult.
Very difficult. What the miracle bar obi no ko Supreme Court
correct
said we go call say
because you see me call live see I bibia me bia
me say you can see your live your Facebook or YouTube your other channels and go for be so fast the court be bon person with the
but God in nyamia say Ghana democracy any the kind of harmonization it mean ebo pa do me your client be from Zimbabwe or Zimbabwe okra why you know your data you know is limited want me nyama bebre dabi and I won't need say plural media your be 500 radio stations ni be 300 150 TV stations one only be sa 3 I'm say be 3 and it's being controlled and then I was no more but that no obi tu e fa no no we no nka koba ni say o tu galamsey site e kan o na kufu ado o no for how
anyway Ura Jarvis Pepra former CEO Kumasa Satukotoko was a just watch out.
Midana Super
na was shown pedifua Shadi because Bruja. It's young moving call in the other matters. Benjamin Danson so Edin Diabose one was Birmingham was say please why can't we have our Ghanaian movies and music in flights to Ghana? Okay, well also dia work and say adena we track planer yentiminya Ghanaian movies so ewumo na Ghana ye di plane way o de busa wo say Ghana ye plane e wo hen Ghana ye plane e wo hen e na ye ne bi se ke ye wo Ghanaian Airways ana ye wo Ghana airline na bi nanka ye nyi Ghana movies o mu dia but wo di ko kan che Turkish airline for say o chenchira mo so enfantum ye no e bia be call Netflix and that's ho so benya dia but let's see how it goes. Fredima, you don't see. In the entertainment industry, no, you want to tougher. Promising and they say, we share the future, no one prospects to say.
Nani, Dr. Baumia is share one the kind of people are a bar, you know, the creative economy sector or my man. They believe in the MPP in terms of India and don't know Anom Kasa, Uncle Fred. Momo said Dr. Baumia bar, saying it's a year better man. It's I can assure Dr. Baumia said the creative industry no do know I want to say empire I born say oba lots na a govern the creative you know meet me I lots no be more America craft who say ka be law court and be for copyright issues e ba to me ama because you consider and say set to be aka to the court and the court will be flooded by
made that be that's made I don't know
it should
yeah what high court
and to me some of the propositions mama say the copyright law should be reviewed looking at the technological advancement being used presently. And the collection societies, though private, should have their operations being transparent. Collection society, mama bonyom, Mr. Gordon, you know, Mr. Kamami. Mobetra hey, and you don't send a mobile log ewa. Memo say ne, that's a baby better about anyway, about how many minutes. So Janina royalties from the various organizations in the usage of creative must be closely monitored. Monitoring very, very, very important. Tell me, you don't monitor a lot of things. It's never be bruha abandon air, air boy, but it monitor. Say me can in terms of the creative space there. Oko East Legon, Laboni, Kumasi air in Chaeso. The number of pops are beer. Air boy creative sector now through about your buyer because of the environment now. You're creating. We don't have data on it. Ninya said to me any data and workshop for creative arts practitioners concerning their trade. Workshop is very, very important. And everyone have account you don't know any. You have to go there. Travel opportunities for further studies. Me, I'm here sound engineering. I never quite am in Crofty. Enka, size of me can be a Fredima. The way I gonna have make training in terms of the creative space. JQ, Apetus. Ofurian Ponsa, Kofi B, Samini, KK Fosu, Reggie Zippy, Celestine Donko. And I'm young some back home.
Boy, no.
And I sound my 20 sound engineers go Marco 70. Hey, for Liberia for Tawanometer with the Brahmano. And I got a doka. Oh, what do you make it can be before come by me. One family project. Fredima, go to all schools, discover them. To Aquachimota, Makoha, by projects. Stronger than a ladies and gentlemen, National Theatre. And people for your Bob Power no. Yema obi a friend Fredima, so on called the various creative schools. No, these are the people why they what discover them. Now let them perform. Eti can cry or free school. So you say you know or better doctor. I mean, I wanted to be a medical doctor. Any pilot, but Nakupon is that me man call bra creative industry never be. So if you have people like this, now when you see ya. So in the next Baumian, Dr. Baumian woman, Mianka something that one say, be a project operation bring the school creative back. Yes, back. Mianka to make school.
Let's say when you are vice president.
That's right. That's right.
Send up you meet.
Bachwani. Na project abano etimi edimu because creative sector ya dey papa you have done a lot of TV stations the number of TV stations content mu prove by you know it's through the creative space.
Okay.
Sabana Malance is a TV station between the you know it's here na bebre ho a entimi enka ho asem na yin ntigoni but was in fact akonya odi amami and that platform and I said they can 43 or 44 days after
stronger than
tell me from bia meba formation bia so will be concern the election no matter for some number 1 ho MPP because me from 1969 was the first time I call rally I'm yakwara ba redu oba ba ye me na me papa na me no the convince no e trade fair e be parliamentary candidate e wa say my constituency Kotekole as a coordinator or holder and a creative ask for change for Nana for the end buy
papa unim no
I'm in nanim
ukrom ni o
asante atwa am pampa mi nanim
sa
mi nanim that's what body answer me ho be free any domi abra tabi eje tabi domi abra na fa tabi dansa to domi fidi wa guguni mo ni asante atwa for isha
nti ye twa komo no so eti ye beja no kwan osore ana chese lawyer ba betra ase e wo mesani fa so na e de komo ahye so Peter e de sementi di
ye na Freddy ma we
won waka say won't be Freddy
dabi
lawyer for the cause I have nothing more to do no Peter e be ko enko no so
yes
other topics no he for about the best start
sisi a me bai anopai na yadanfo baako
okay
NDC ni bi or send me rate bia yese nra akoso say obi so a businessman ye fe no Benjamin Teteyemo
yeah nra
or say wa court akwa apply injunction na or the speaker of parliament court and or the 4 MPs na omho asema ba no enyina na or invoke article 99 lawyer wa obi on no be say or the injunction two speakers the man speaker ma kwan e ma sa 4 MPs no e ma parliament bio na 4 MPs no so more mu hold do ho say omo ye MPs e bio because of article 99 now you see man ka hwe ankyere madam fun because o ye panyin kakra but menya lawyer and so the minister says Supreme Court assemble na Supreme Court ni satum say or handle case no na Supreme Court ma order lower court I think 2 steps down meboa high court or then etimi ebam to counter the Supreme Court injunction and order na one making me dwo wa mentiase oh say uye bibi say na say court no court wo twene a now wo dan hu betena bonten say the court is not fair na court no e bias na Ujumwa won't say. Oh, there's no way. Me who ya fair yamas. This case is death on.
Death on arrival.
Yes, because super. Maybe a bit of moon share for imagining court case now was Supreme Court. Now, Matitin Zembibri, Wawa Danfo, Kwame Kufu, on it TV3 Kasai. Now, okay.
Mamema menu apenye kwakute bia ponsa lawyer mamema akwaba lawyer pa so mo achimo akwaba
yenya Gordon
na lawyer ye deputy managing director Ghana Post alaji so we post address dia na lawyer be dia no wahwe na obi Wakutia.
Me wo Akanov. Me mom me address.
Akanov. Utia Kalesi.
Me try to say.
Utia.
What
do you mean by the BNA? My younger brother handle BBA. He handles my younger brother handle BBA. My mom PO box AN 18495 Akranov.
18495
Akranov. That's my.
Wow, dear.
No, some media also will be some say custodian for custodian newspaper now for say address be na watch.
Okay. It's Alaji out Bahama and our board post address no. Most media seat 8225
cantonment. Media Akranov. No Akranov.
Sir, prime mic number. Sir, Obi de blasting. And the best I would do now.
So,
the shining on the blast. It's maybe that day. I said, become once a Monday because there's a last time in Chia. I will say, it's out your papa. All right, it's my make all lawyer horrible. No, someone now. I say, no, no, was said plastic. That was how they see.
I said, means,
Mimi dear mum, okay, I'm sure. Yay,
bro.
Bompayo, Raddy, baby, Zikwa,
Nitino.
I signed to them with the chances. But this guy is
it is possible I cover
it is possible. And don't be surprised by the time you meet me, let me tell you. It is possible.
That will be the miracle.
Nothing is impossible. Alright, Peter, to us, now lawyer, we ban
lawyer. Until the major because already know you say the Supreme Court is say no the interpretation of Article 97 H and I.
Okay.
Because already know the Article 97 G and H there are about 3 interpretations among for them. In fact, if you say futuristic. Audumu say Oma apply say Omo person contest election is for the next parliament and not this one.
Yes.
It doesn't affect them. And Ebinsu say it is clear and now until once Oma Omo party no woman Omo de buy no and that same party no and Omo wom ne there Omo free parliament is here. And Oma me so me believe kakra the third interpretation they say okay me feel say the independent one there once the political parties they akosha omo constitution mu say u free party nu ko contest ana ya wa free mu no say political parties no etro and as omo kick in the omo constitutional arrangement ne there it should affect them now. So political parties not kick in there. I don't think that it should affect them.
But kick in. In
fact, we hear Okwe interpret. Professor Michael Okwe. Ni na from I believe sa line of
Okay.
But say it is obvious. Say the only body our bit mama clear and direction is Supreme Court.
And yes, I can say okay, say MPP for equal primaries no presidential primaries no.
Yes.
Omudi se mu say obi a obe contest MPP primaries no. Yes. Who need right? Say wo lose ana say bibi wi a obe so kai. Ema make a say dey we. Court be na be ji atum.
Oh no.
Anya ha dey kai.
Yeah, you see.
Mebwa. Enti see alachematen abefanto a entimentu e dey say wi mi.
Oh, yes, say two power commerce.
E wa hefa. Ala alachematen dey abefanto ntu anko ba bie. MP for beta ko invoke bibi say ye ka wo signing say wo lusu a want no. Ama court be na be ji say that.
Well, but you see, any one leg, but another leg in say nipa say party ni free. They say bia some of the independent candidates no. Obu a say party ni free. Me wo party ni mu, and so still me call independent. Now what signing such a clause the MPs MPs so now a woman clause ma in fact uhwe quarter Cynthia Morrison the end because the Koji injunction now it was in that same line. So what signing so on independent you are independent they are and yeah it has all obetro officially so a free party then the party can kick in almost chapter 9 and then use that as the basis to that's another leg. But we see Namika say the only body constitutionally mandated to pronounce on some of these things a Supreme Court. Luckily it is there. Ebio say almost information na ruling o hwe omo suit ya make one sem ikura and no omo de ko ya plaintiff no say a ruling ama enam so ma NDC ye ho press conference say den say at force in press conference standing also say a response and information to a statement that will make you parliament. Now minimum a response information the effects and I say
information let's say directive order declaration we had I can say straight away in 24 hours and I feel about the majority
now omo press conference omo here no kwesiada na unim I think NDC omo omo supporters na ya reho tie almost say it is indeed true that I'm quoting from their third page that we will use our new majority members to benefit Ghanaians by introducing private members bill to remove e-levy to reduce the suffering of the people. It is also true that we will use our new majority to remove the betting tax and other nuisance taxes. It's a lie. They can't even do that. Article 174 of the Constitution. Would the say so if they succeed through the private members bill, cry not to pass here. Why not be implemented?
John Mahama. It won't be like what
but would it you 174 on taxation is let's say 11 years, I don't say a tax. Yes. No taxation shall be imposed otherwise than by or under the authority of an act of parliament. Where an act enacted in accordance with clause 1 of this article confers power on any person or authority to waive or vary a tax imposed by that act, the exercise of the power of the waiver of variation in favor of any person or authority shall be subject to the prior approval of Parliament by resolution. Parliament may by resolution supported by vote of not less than 2/3 of all members of Parliament exempt the exercise of any power from the provision of clause 2 of this article. What this means is that so even if almost succeed class somewhere 11 near the nefria omu ya 2/3 NDC 135 and it was an obvious lie. Say almost 136. 136. So 136 so 136 2/3 of 275.
Say be mo mass no calculate sanity.
Enti uko catch your supporters. Catch Ghana for say more new majority. Enti mwe yes ade we the Ghana for support mo. Now Abraham names constitutionally you can't do that. You see, because it is also buy now or they tax and buy never call for review. Then are they going for a review or to take away the tax cramp capacity? And it's not possible. Ebio almost say we are fortified that the proceedings of Parliament
fortified.
Okay. That the proceedings of Parliament shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Parliament. But no matter of course was the proceedings will be the court announced the outcome will be a challenge of court.
That no more refi say the court is a control a authority. Mo ekwa so edua wi. So mo ka so mo bi ayi bia for na obi etime dua wi na omo de for medicinal purposes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Emma Parliament e de koi. Parliament the says amra no. No mo sha sa so ma pass e wi. Obi the Supreme Court ka say the Parliament here no mati. Yes. And in the Parliament is akofa kwan pa no so. Yes. O ma anye.
Oh, na ade urafi obra Joe Wise yes say okay so omo ka say omo to budget agu
aye
and NDC parliament member
but Supreme Court
yes
I say so we a member of parliament also a year second first deputy speaker who voting right
yes there are many
almost say Oma are rejected budget and say budget before you can reject the budget at least half of the members so mutimi rejected present small rejected and mo say at the time no am also more rejected you were 137
na munya half
how could you have rejected it
anyway the last line point 15 page 2 right honorable Mike Aaron Okwe professor concluded that article 97(1) automatically kicked in without the need for any court order. Indeed, no one from our side legally questioned his decision. This is Atufos no.
I was told say Tama Oma ruling way. Yeah, many opinion enu subsidies deny was challenging the ruling. Say it was supposed to be futuristic, the independent. And on the call for no shout to me say on say when you di more kasa me na me ka kire o enra na NDC penyi ba ka kire me
okay makai
yes everybody
mathematics ba unim hwe godon ti ne yin say all kind Atufos so kind side way na Harvard trained lawyer Mama Yariga not who in fact onu kura be support to ato adewe meanwhile when Okwe ade no esi ye no o free ho parliament or granting interview with CTFM Mama Yariga tie the kind seek redress in court Mama Yariga to Andrew Asiama Natie the member of parliament MP for Boku Central Mama Yariga has advised the former member of parliament for Formina constituency in Ashanti region Andrew Amwakwe Asiama to contend his removal from parliament. Speaking to Eyewitness News, Mama Yariga, who is also a legal practitioner, said the decision of Prof. Okwe is rather unfortunate. Quotation if indeed the speaker is giving a purposive interpretation of this article, he must appreciate the fact that Constitution does not intend to give parties absolute control over their members of parliament. People get elected to parliament on a party's ticket, but they must not be tied to the whims and caprices of the political party. That is exactly what Speaker Okwe wants us to believe. I believe, these are all quotations here, that the MP should file an application in court and seek an injunction to restrain Speaker Okwe from preventing him from sittings. Already, Parliament is not going to sit for a couple of weeks.
Why are you that we reading?
Mahama Ayariga.
Ayariga doesn't have credibility.
Oh, he has.
Ayariga is a liar. Ayariga na John Mahama throw the book. Me that na me Ayariga say more. John Mahama throw the book my first coup d'etat. Tie me pa make masen. Ocho my first coup d'etat.
Credibility.
That's a way. Ma make us have tie. And Mahama Ayariga ne John Mahama Echo US. My first coup d'etat okoko launch ye. And gay promoter, gay activist, gay specialist, gay financier, Bibia or baby Andrew Solomon. Omo pa Ghana the eka say Andrew Solomon ba John Mahama book launch ni bi. Na ayega ba but say one friend no. Na out of the blue and then he popped in. Almost call him like a gate crasher. Mebwa. O wie ye na Andrew Solomon say catchy. It's a whole band of Fred John Mahama. Na John Mahama vice president catchy. One can't tell boy na ade am de beye mo Ghana no. Mahama had to apologize to the gay practitioner, gay activist Andrew Solomon. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Emma Yariga had to apologize to him. Mahama had to apologize to him. Andrew Solomon bufu ya makoto first page New York Times mu publish his relationship with John Mahama tab grow who no or pen asem book launch no oba no nya Yariga abra na wo ho Ayariga abra John Mahama president na Ayariga minister of environment science and technology na omo fight galamsey Ayariga ka se baby adru die and this abana ato baha ajo monsem omuti be galamse hu asem bia biem na so far as gold ni pa de e sasa asensate e de on betu gold na di etomu jaye and ye ka asem ayaga asem ba no kafa ho and you trust ayarega
no I'm not, you see one team
metie
he's still talking
but what the principles
but
November follow
2020
from an buffer be kuma no di achi
almost have
what the principles
Harvard train
sasa ko nya
na wako Harvard
but the LLB o ye ne hefa oh you see imperialism she wakwa tie be bada bitie why LLB e wo Ghana ya tie wo ye LLB e wo Ghana no why LLB ka ba be lawyer and why LLB ko ba be lawyer
yes yeah
etane ye le gon wo ye no you know LLB how many years for the year 4 years and 3 years and I have an okoye say have 1 year and okoye now then Harvard
there so your masters no okoye LLM yes
na LLM and only lawyer
no so your BL or your BL
lawyer
I think sir yemfree ayaga so ne mbra issues no ya obeji attention
Mahama na wo bo no main problem of Ghana enya ayarga nti wo de main
but no na meka kakraka
stronger than appetite
issues na yeka ne ho one say I think say speaker of parliament wa mwaye one say parliament institution a omo otumi say ometimi atwem ho afiri ginaye omasi emre bi atwem ho nti se ginaye bi ohonom na ye hwe na sesa ginaye no na emwa enya de a ewose chenchena a wokọ na okusi sa ginaye na wo hwe a na se Professor Michael Kwe ginaye osi ye efa fomna issue ne ho no ena ogina so eye no ye no okay but ko to me say ono so be si ginaye foforo looking at exactly the situation and the circumstance at this time you know, we have just a few weeks to the elections and see if you bring this apart from say a day chaos a day misunderstanding a bit through parliament out of the normal order what else in a way be achieve
the open no
enti yempenimfo ayeyi omo yempenimfo edakuru ya no I was say you take decisions by taking into account chrono emfaso a oman no benya wo ho say yanhwe ne saa na ye kase we ebisi ne enti mesoso me gina saa gina ye na emwa enna ene parliament enye certain meanwhile no enema ho say parliament yeah, your members are to obey you or more. I was saying, come more honanka or more a bubu home, egitum, and I say omunion tomb are depending on a boy Ghana. Not o man and move on. A quack, yes, sir, or may ye my politics, it be a name as but sometimes we need to think about the youth and think about the future of this country. Decision I may take because I may MBA Legon ethics. I did back who you train and say, oh, take a decision be you need to ask yourself, say be our information out oh we so much baby no more show sad decision will be taken now. Decision be on no more you don't have to do that. I think say now I was said ka obune ni go so in any case yenyina including amoamonye lawyers kura na ejitu mo say sa ginaye na ewo honom no and sheda and apply to this situation and also and sheda amboa enema papa nti so befum kuma befum adwana I don't think that is what should have happened. Na ade ba koso esan hadwen and say asemi akwakodu court there has been an injunction wa ka say wenya krata bi e kire sa oh parliament members are elected inti omo otumi omo gina brane but mama yere mfise eye bibi in the parliament and that thing is the constitution. And the constitution nema akwenya bi say another body so etimi bibi. Na saa ade no in this case the Supreme Court and the court battalion say almost so to me almost a departure from previous decisions. And say assemble near the call for interpretation. Na Supreme Court Emma ruling on that. I think say it was say yeah we just stick to that. Na ama enema nyina simple. In the Supreme Court akakọ is a referee. Yeah, need ball when oh here ball na say a referee take a decision. Ebi on my you not be happy. They may even be wrong. Ebi on my kanina va MIA. Referee bet me take a decision. One we are ebe you say referee ne cry wagia dem dey.
Yes.
Ebi on my who say there be referee decision wrong. Option be now. Just keep on playing the match. Say yes, say yeah, be there actually. Now responded. The end will be come up and can say the bottom.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Referee can't say ya. You know, young gentleman. And to me na establish a parliament no. Sa to me na no. Ena establish Supreme Court. I say e ba say ye interpreti bibia. Obi nti bibia as na interpreti ya. Baby eko a Supreme Court. And say even though interpretation number you know, almost I would to me omutimi ede omonsa to be so kase ade we dey mo holding on. And omokasa omachi no eba atemmo ene yensi gina ya omokasa e final until ombekasa biem. Normally in junction where expert na say emra akwakoje no one shedan kan kire the other party. And no ma for a long time, just about 2 weeks. Bibian say, I think say me speaker and I say senka me nyasenka me 24. And come share say on share Ghana mamrano. Now on share the interest of Ghanaians. Say 8th parliament say 8th parliament in the emre honom se omobeye enema bia ebebua Ghana
aka 2 months
enti ka obebu nani agu nema so na wahwe hia se Ghana for ebenya enema parliament for bedwendwen ho no any decision na on be taking approval as ebeba no ebeboa Ghana asen se ye was a situation mo enti ebesere no achias we mu ye sankofa so de ntri megidi se ono abetimi ahwe ne decision no wasesa no sebe ya edem faso de be brega Ghana we ne kakra me meka at this point
na
won say lawyer can fine okay but yen speaker na ye wo no oye obeni party chen o man no hwe o kan ne ruling na ono an kasa gitum say the interpretation of the constitution no Supreme Court and also
yes
ni so called response and say movement the information and say to ruling as then ono agitum in page 4 that the clear intent of Article 97(1) I, J, and H, to my understanding, is to preserve loyalty, engender trust, and protect the mandate of the people. Now, I'll say the Article 97(I, J) whatever involved is more complex. Is to help solve more complex factual situations that are less clear-cut and may be subject to disputes, making them matters that are likely require determination to ascertain whether the vacancy has occurred or not. The interpretation of the Constitution is a sole preserve of the Supreme Court. In fact, okay, the Article 2 now Article 130 obvious say it is the sole preserve. Article 130 or say subject of the jurisdiction of the High Court in the enforcement of the fundamental human right, blah blah blah. All matters relating to the enforcement or interpretation of this Constitution, and all matter arising or whether enactment was made in excess of the powers conferred or Parliament or any other authority or person by law under this Constitution, is why no jurisdiction the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Oh, it's now in a kind of guy say guys challenge the outcome of Supreme Court to prevent Professor Okwe. No, on the not see Supreme Court. In fact, yes, he added it. The concluding part, or say, quote, the Supreme Court is the final point of call when it comes to the interpretation of the Constitution. It's part of the
vacancy of is done by High Court. Is declared vacancy of seat or of be vacancy.
Yes, but so what kind of your marking case now? Yes. He's not talking of vacancy. He's purely Oma yawo ne bufu ni
and politics
hawa
partisan politics speaker
bia ya hajun because what kind of marking case now in fact
it's a movement stronger than appetite
decision by court paragraph 2 we have read the supporting affidavits and attached exhibits as well as the release endorsed on the writ of summons filed on 15th October, which provide the basis of the current application. Supreme Court, in arriving at their decision, a basic or more argument from injunction and the interpretation rates of JI 2025 now a phenomenon filing on October 15th. But you have some lawyers be almost so Supreme Court need jurisdiction.
And like I will carry you,
you see, Ayara, Kwame Kufu, or say, on a TV3 ne Kasai. Na minim ne aba because Kwame Kufu be no or a fine lawyer. We started over 25, 26 years a year or so. Or say it is absurd to 6 days of execution in a case that the court has not made any orders. Renowned lawyer on Supreme Court ruling.
Iba headline it is
no, but okay.
By you okay.
Renowned lawyer Kwame Mamifia ni quotation and the Bebwa. Kwame Kufu highlights that the course of action for which the applicant approached the court has been rendered moot by the Speaker's declaration of the seats as vacant. He stressed that the application was filed before this declaration, making it misaligned with the current circumstances. Which is a lie because what kind of judgment now? It means the judgment one kind. Or say the Supreme Court made the ruling based on the 15th application now for your mark and file.
Yes.
Or say, Kwame Kufu say the case and yet aligned because case now for your coin. I moot because Speaker Amani ruling that.
I say based on the ruling and the Supreme Court.
Now Afenyo Mark among other things are not all bisa injunction. No bisa so say Supreme Court interpret the Article 97.
Okay.
So okay judgment now a feature in their paragraph 2 say it is based on the 15th rate now Afenyo filing. What you say? But Kwame Kufu is saying say that is hey warrior prophet.
Oh, what other what in tree? Busa for warrior prophet. Ababat my dika kacho say wo train ya mianim. It is no he said we nyankasai. We nyankasai obekasa be my first week of November. No obekasa. Na it ye shit nene wa around there but on kasa there but was the tie no and one tie yakopon test was sanadi
tie Kwame Kufu mi quote no the Speaker's conduct created a new course of action. He explains, asserting that the application failed to amend the rate to align with the new facts. He criticized the court for procedural errors and raises questions about its jurisdiction in the light of Article 99 of 1992 Constitution.
But 99
oh, you see, clearly, Kwame Kufuor one kind even
judgment. Where am for Article 99?
And Kwame Kufuor say, court no
Article 99 afenya of the court.
Dabi tiawudu. Kwame Kufuor say court no entimi order stay. Yes. Adia enya court no enaka. Na ebra parliament e pass mra.
Yes.
Yeah, court case no by no man need to inquire for. Na court na ye.
Parliament now standing orders.
Deal with your substantive.
Parliament now standing orders say Supreme Court to go here.
Babusa was so far how was say wo ka den.
Me asem we buy na ma me nchia hwefo na etiefo. Na me share down here on say me voice assistant. I've been down small.
Only Kwame na am say
em say ya yare nye say yare hia mo. Me boa.
Ba be ho fa me.
Me say yare hia mo.
Ye hia mo. Eni pe hia mo.
Yes. Na ade asem esie nyina me from day one. Me I disagreed with na me Peter Kraka. I disagree with Professor Maokwe then. And because reasons na ma cry, no cry better. And no, even though I disagree with him then, or no need to cry better there say we AC. Or no party no natural yes say oma pam apamano using their constitution.
Yes.
And our mutual man based on that no act here.
Yes.
But we no be antrol here amount. Who are party for and a year see near maze there been notice of poll there been to Murphy party no. A year now amount for code 2 MPP constitution say once you file as an independent candidate automatically wa forfeit we Peter BA special in mami wa forfeit membership. But that forfeiture no any automatic sao almost say you automatically forfeit but we share next next section now. Will say you have the opportunity to question or to protest your forfeiture no.
Yeah, the forfeiture.
Peter read the man.
The forfeiture membership no.
Yes.
A member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of parliament.
Yes.
Or who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in a general or by-election automatically forfeit his or her membership of the party.
Read the next one.
The two. Whenever a member ceases to be a member through resignation, expulsion from the party or forfeiture of membership, the person may reapply for membership of the party and the person may be readmitted on condition provided in this constitution except where the National Executive Committee decides.
Okay. Now, even when automaticity kicks in, you are still given opportunity as a member to reapply and be heard.
Yes.
Why you should not be forfeit your membership. Apart from that, the National Council to me so make me will forfeiture no.
Yes.
National Council in the same constitution. And that is why when they want you to forfeit your membership, they remind you through a letter. Say they have agreed. Yes. Say you are forfeiting your membership. And until now in 2000, Venerable Damboche, General Secretary then, quickly wrote a letter reminding Kakra Samoa, who had endorsed Professor Mills in the 2000 general election, say, why endorse a candidate other than your party's candidate, therefore automatically you are forfeit your membership. In the same way, even though I disagree with the Okoye, MPP again wrote through General Secretary to Professor Okoye that based on Nema then independent candidate or filing for future parliament, he forfeited his membership. Based on that, now way they act here, and away no beyond. Obian for actual letter be amount Obian a letter to say now MB before now I say members no more filing no they are no member of a man or interpret MPP constitution says automatic and all the edgema and Oman so not sure of here. Okay, procedurally say obi also yeah obi there are two ways statement now we yeah no speaker no people are even questioning a procedural approach at the end say yeah you know say your way yeah statement no need be after your friend saying after comments now members here no people were expecting say or better fair all the comments any now ama a committee or no beg even either ad hoc committee or now committee be or now feel said this committee should handle it or movie no more the report about report about then decision will be taken on that report. A similar thing happened on Honorable Ajosafo's thing when in the absence number of seats number of days are it's a one parliament 15 sitting days one ma say you automatically constitutional Peter would you provision you vacate your seat.
Yeah.
But even there, he referred the matter to a committee.
Yes.
Committee ni we are more inviting Honorable Ajasafo. Exactly, natural justice. Natural justice. And I refer to committee. Even when the committee invited Honorable Ajasafo, one man no crano, and almost report says automatically no, obe forfeit the membership no vacating the seat no. Oh, speaker say 1 penny. Mokai.
Yes.
Identical way, natural justice crowd one more opportunity. If you had referred the thing matter to the committee, the members would have appeared there to explain. One more. Why also more information? And I may be some questions there, Peter Gordon. When a man information now all relate to Parliament. When a man information said there's a vacancy within Parliament or the man. Constitution has spelled out the way a vacancy to me occur. Those are automatic, either through resignation, either through a death, either through impeachment, either through cross carpeting. And I'll come to this Constitution, Article 97. Me a lawyer, me a pocket lawyer. Article 97 G. So. Who has say when no more Omar resigning? Have they told you that they have resigned as members of Parliament that are declared vacant? Are they dead? Obviously not. Omunyina nyame adom. Omunyina they are all alive. They have not done anything that will make them say impeachment and impeachment. I'm not sure it's a word for MPs. None of this has happened. Into information when constitutional provision says obi it is information that is related to Parliament through announcement either by the party or family and RBB, then Parliament is notified. Even when Parliament is notified, it is the clerk to Parliament that will write to Electoral Commission announcing vacancy on the floor of Parliament. Not even the Speaker. Technically, Speaker may have authority to obey instructive, but it is the work of clerk to Parliament or obey right, obey chop, ama Electoral Commission. There is a vacancy. Into when no me who conditions are, who interpret Article 97G. That one, I'm not a lawyer. Many lawyers, as Peter said, have given different interpretations. Say, that one is futuristic. So current. Me say futuristic. My understanding say time be Nkrumah time. The reason why those provisions were made in 1992 Constitution, Ocean 1960 Constitution, lawyers they may correct me. Now cross carpeting sipa Nkrumah time. Say God on me no na enwo ye.
Dabi.
Now cross carpeting within Parliament. Obi to me, Peter, they are not
liquid somewhere.
Oh, now cross carpet you see on the floor. Obi sorry, I know different in Nkrumah to me convention now also across carpet. I was the same Parliament or the other side. That was the reason why those provisions were put. Then Article 90, he said, when you cross carpet within Parliament, then you forfeit your membership of your previous party. A typical example was that of Professor Wayoseni, we stated it here, 2006. When he was elected as Tamale Central MP, or NDC, on DT or NDC, on original or NPP ni, but never been a buyer also a giant or call. He went to stood on the ticket of Tamale Central. Or we need 2024 no. 2025 about Parliament. Or by our second year in Parliament, on who said he did not belong to on your comfortable NDC. On the floor of Parliament now, no, sorry, say was cross carpeting or call other side to be a member of MPP. And I say, hey, sir, once you cross carpet, you have forfeited your membership of your party by, so automatically one vacate yours. I think that in the intent of the premise of constitution was to prevent this. Until Article 97 DNH by and not will be our register say future parliament or bebano. Now me on no issue affecting for current parliament. I've given example. Maybe I'm a MP for Lambusi on the ticket or MPP. Gordon. And I'm call for electing me say me a member of parliament on their behalf. And I'm about parliament. So I decided that the next parliament, I will not be a member of MPP. My people brought me on the ticket of MPP. But next parliament, I'm standing as independent candidate.
It has to take effect now.
And until now, Nipa no move voting me based on the fact to say in this current parliament, I've not said I've left MPP. I've not said that to anybody. But me say just as an MP, no, it doesn't matter where the party constitution say they been. But Nipa no move voting me, They may be. It may not be only MPP for now voting mommy war because you. So why would you say because MPP at that time Nipa voting mommy no, I forfeit my membership of that particular parliament. What happens to those in my constituency who are not even MPP members who voted for me? What happens to their representation on the floor? My common sense approach in say it should be futuristic, and I have support from Attorney General Professor Azan. I have support from Professor Azan, who has been consistent on this matter, that it should be futuristic and not. And people have argued, so we are the futuristic, then you get many independent candidates.
And today,
why? Crime. If a party cannot whip their people into line, they will decide that they will go in. It is their matter. If they cannot whip their people into line, like what happened in Obia, we are minister, we are for 8 years, MP. We have minister, former minister, work of promise, Nipa 5. Albon Kramatisa or Kahuna. What balas? I can't say what balas. What balas? What's a party now? Bonnie Ben crown a party.
The immediate effect, they say, Wako Parliament as a member of MPP. Or as a member of NDC.
Yes.
Now, we say Macross Benkum.
And no message. Why you saying you still want to be?
Yeah, no, dear, won't
to me. That is the intent for me. Me say me yeah my.
Hey, would they jam Supreme Court?
We jam Supreme Court no more yeah now. Now we were home. You know, Mamika last one. Okay. Dear, you know, Supreme Court or ruling or man was suspended agenda Parliament Sunday no. Or can be say he acknowledged receipt of a Supreme Court ruling still no, but he fell short of saying the status quo remains. Say until na NDC for omo year no. But you see, I think he was not fair. He did not even go by the dictates of almost standing orders functions of a speaker. Speaker said almost standing the vice standing orders no more by and the way no was adopted 27th June 2023. This is the latest one, standing orders, revised one. So general functions of the speaker. May share regulation 20. I don't know how the regulation 20 sub rule your friends Peter 2B or say 2C Peter, the speaker shall be impartial, fair and firm in every matter in the performance of his functions of the speaker in these orders. Okay. Speaker shall be what? Impartial, fair, firm in every matter in the performance of the speaker. So Peter Mami concluded. So we are fair and a firm.
Nobody injunction about Tuesday. I said that we only Mondays.
If if you were fair, impartial, any BBA, any year, any firm, you could have declared straight ahead to say, once I have been served with this stay, the status quo remains, and therefore NDC, you have no right to lay claim to the fact that majority.
Oh yeah.
That should have been it. So he himself has not gone by the tenets of this.
And he has not been. All right. Anyway.
The one who said we near the Sadia by so MPP for first term of MPP government, a free 2017 ever. Na war majority, as in proper majority, in terms of numbers. Yeah, speaker.
What's the 5?
Yeah, speaker. Who's the speaker? No, any majority no. Juma ebuaban no. Yeah, can say. Ebisi yenya bibia. Ebisi we eti amanai so. Ebisi we ehwe nsu agum so. Enti yanti ase. Ena yanto ama yin yen krofo. Ena ekoba se speaker ni yi no akwa ye den. Ena ma speaker akwa kodi efafoforo. E wo se we yesu ade.
No se no so among ni numbers no. Ena fifth column is be within MPP no okotoma.
Esa okotoma no. So enti mo hu enso so abaye so. Ene wa ban ntimi move on and execute projects because enema also mo ye no. Opposition for no so nine because you need numbers for parliament.
There be tonsa.
It's there be issues or but you were kwenya say yebesisa no.
Parliament you go for the mo.
You were kwenya pan say yebesisa no.
Low performing parliament.
In yet the most expensive.
In less than 2 months. MPP for any Ghana for nyina wa kwenya say yebesisa situation they will mean. Say be ye MPs dodo na ye beto ama omo na ometimi akọ parliament majority enti your majority no na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye president ye yi speaker ye hu se empuntudwuma MPP aban ahyase no ebekọ so a obia mre wo ho enti ye sre Ghana fo nyina ma ye fa ye ho nkọhye ba bi edi ankọhye biem ye wo sa akonya no ma me ye nto sa akonya ntwene biem.
30 seconds. One say, what can say decisions have been stalled by Parliament. One name say parties in a CDD service, any service, NCC, it's about jobs.
Yes.
Jobs you can hope. Now there is a tax waiver beer. A big grantee tax waivers to one district, one factory, 1F. Factories in the near Maba Port. Because of Timian waive taxes no omo niam no go ho me wa factories because niam no omo timi tax factories no enya djuma tax waivers no be ya no ye yanka ometimi akoyi omo niam na omo sate djuma create afagana for me djuma say we no mo so omo mpene eyi no so waiver no esisa wo baby and yet it's a political party that is in opposition saying that they are going to give jobs to the people. And I'll support them. Jobs no them. Jobs no they so for 24-hour economy no amount to me explain no. How are they going to create the jobs enabling environment for industry? Industry is a bet me create jobs. And also now also tax waivers ebe more mark ayejuma no on approve. How are they going to create the jobs? Until we as a Ghana for or Monje near my cost for parliament not for 2 months.
Will be the question be about very interesting. Now was say what about Dukuya? Me about Dukuya as you say one also what free what switching from was it the same party but what he also represented this different people was say what was that's what can put a critical say was it Dukuya Ramadukia, yeah, war a crapim north. And what from say, also north was pepper, and was about or can't queen north. Now, my bomb says it to be to my Jama MPP. Was it say, also if you are Abba or can't queen north, say, Yamia do my next parliament or parliament representing different group of people. What's about what I try to by a Miss Master first I make a say. What is he saying? What was it? The queer to see a pay. Not your wardrobe, bia towards Okakwe North.
Yes. Future.
Not Ekwapim North. It is when your resources will be what the Beko Okakwe North. Or fan call by Bomu to Abama to a member of parliament. Or fan call what Beko Okakwe North. Future. It's a no sense that the Papanica said they always were in the parliament. Oh. I'm telling you, you're more serious.
But you see, they cannot because there's a typical example. Oma NDC for okay, Kenjira-san.
Yes.
No, you're MP for Iowa's West Wogo. 1992 to the first parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call 19 in the next parliament, you know, and I'll call you register or
Volta region,
North Tongu, one of I think North Tongu also, one of the Tongu, and all we need. Whilst he was MP for Iowa's West Wogon, he was also the MP elect.
Yes.
MP elect for North Tongu.
But I see, you know.
Yeah, you know, because it will be illegal for say, you know.
All right, that was
the same way.
Yes, so Matthias, yeah. Oh, yeah, campaign so.
Oh, say we are, maybe we are and one tea. Share, 2016 election year. NDC granted $832 million tax waiver for Temaport expansion. TBB had to force some kind at the time.
You know, the man na down for no. Brunino. Okay.
NDC. Oh, tax waivers are almost say it's about a new 400.
In fact, it
million.
was a now almost.
But with the new 500 million. In an election year, Omo granted $832 million tax waiver
to one company.
For just one facility.
Nati, they are to force in kind when Omo approval.
Okay.
I'm quoting him. We are not just sitting down and granting tax exemptions.
Come on.
We agree that the tax exemption has a percentage to revenue is quite big. But again, I've always argued that countries grant tax exemptions. Are you comparing how much we grant as a percentage to GDP to our peers? Are you comparing it to that of our neighbors? Honorable members, are we going to say that because the name of taxes of future investment, you are not going to grant tax exemptions? So those investments are going to leave your shores to another country. What MPS had a choice to do is here or Ivory Coast or go to neighborhood countries. Failure to probably grant it may mean that they may go to another place. So you are not only granting tax exemptions on the back of revenue decisions, but you should look at economic impact the country will actually benefit from. I think overall, if you are to look at it carefully, I think this is something the state is going to benefit. Ghana will gain both on the economic front and the revenue front. Let's grant it. So you see, this is a foreign company. Not Ghana ni. Yankomano tax kakana on fast scanning now man.
All right, Abusa for aha eye Bɛkyerɛ mu Wuntumi radio 95.9 and na movement television. So your family Gordon Asare-Bediako me nimi nuam letters ma yedi enkobo no elia no Freddy Mensa Bekasa FA MPP manifesto on creative arts and then be di enkobo no and I say I make call Auduma munya diyen Prof Bay Papa to the emergency sanko that be one cook around and na ti Auduma and I'm in the same way you did and Kwana woman me any major matters because I make as pa no was some minute and Peter Ankoma also a deputy editor and dispatch newspaper and war and then deputy managing director of Ghana Post and the man tell me that committee form Bɛkyerɛ could be out for our lawyer wa ben papa what kind of credentials are and yes, and Kitwa, it also a kind of MPP for Bontwa, Dr. Bamia Tiesim, and Matuku Prempes, what Tiesim, National Men's Organizer Tiesim, Samira Bamia Swat Tiesim, Majani Tiese, Chief of Staff for Soko, Baby Kakra Sante region. In fact, they won last week, night M11 and Same Crab, Same Crab also at Tiesim, Miami Wafa, or what I mean me after that me say then who say me too quanti and na honorable Bɛkyerɛ so at Sima or year campaign so far no campaign no who is saying
go on so far I think say campaign no eko ye palma MPP
okay
say me who say MPP ni bi ade ne ho age campaign mu omo mo aban mu omo mo ni aban mu omo mo ton ade MPP ni be bia no aye crowd say afidie and was set ye mistake in 2008 no baby abefa bia be say menya kwanya ko baby bebre okwa hu say moral na very high
na mo kwaya atena obra wo ase dodo hwe susu bra wo ase e woni membi mo who post na kuta no enough from the whole Ghana una deputy managing director Ghana Post and now pray you would resources so ashim to call them pen for tenimu asusu ma kwot Saudi enfa no akwot tempo ho tina bebe animu tira hob dem so I was here some ni bia last bit about me aba mo ho be hwa me say aminu na what say no me boys ko mu ni show me tante animu ya tanimu ni bi me de sale meka
godo mate enti campaign de ekoye pa na etise de yebobo referee embo abenya yempon ye ampa ebu 90 minutes ne so na the time de bi kraka ho enti MPP for moma yenkoso nye campaign na till say e be declare results no NDC omonye alternative NDC for monye alternative yebeka ya NDC for kan defo e ka kire Uganda ha se ya we nam na maka dompe meboa ya we nam maka dompe out ya se asekire ne se mo be de sumu nti sama ne de sumu ye de sumu enfie 9 se oye worda unya kane world ade oye coastal a unya kane enye adwuma bia oye se factories ne nyina no moto fuel na boarding impo eno metime esu generator na so adwuma kase metime esu generator no kra no omoka na ekosoro pa enam no ya wi amaka dompe e kire se teacher for allowance untimi ntua onze enye ayi Jomahama ene de teachers ene nurses allowance by you
dabi
eso ne betwa mu fi se omo wi nam no e me san e ka dompe ne ho no na untimi nya sika venture teachers training allowance na de bi ono magana for nkai but eno no o wi nam no ma esan eno no issue ebi ne se na obedu be na akakotofu na onyefu nto cat me salai of filling station in the last 7 years me hu se car salai pa se onyefu nto okrum ha
o da me hu bi
to on se dompe no enam aba ho kakra so ho na emre bi baaye MPP ebe tena so MPP de free maternal care baaye minim samoka ya
oh yes president for time
good one say any hobiem omo an enjoy free SHS
ba me de sa adi mo die me say dan hwe me fa say I some matiti
calculate yes
by the calculate na say eye no crepa dia e wo say abai ene sa ankwari nyina e kwa agi omo de Ghana ka che omo de Ghana ka o because on be generation na
o metu aka I know so metu amaba
that be omo tineye omo be generation na Ghana by especially MPP abai I said that mo come from omo amoso omo amene mo atel now e benya adwuma no e so mo tax e be jon kakra de bi a 6 months bi die you have bet 10% bi nto so omo de Ghana ka
Gordon nti insana America no say ye rima ekadompe a people say free maternal care na free maternal care no ye ka obi ono mo a eno na fa so wo no kra ba on ti ase samre no na ni hia ne se nipa no afefuru akọ hospital a unhia bibia because ye be card amani free na wo se ye ma me no nya ma no somonyem a yade a period a den pa o mabrabom yare ahorobu okra na ho onyem a otiminya diabetes otiminya BP inti it comes with complications minimum bia onyem a this be spend most part of 9 months no e hospital na hwese obi e was a situation mu na onisika ɛso so MPP aban ɛde saa deɛ wei nyinaa baaya nipa ebetwa mu ɛyɛ John Mahama ne ndisifoɔ ɛnɔmba no betwa mu enti ɛka dompe na ɛnema sei na esi yehu bebe ti say health insurance ebegu kojo to na kakra kaye no utwam ahomache na ho se nipa bi abodom pim o ba bia na omo twen se omo so betimi register bi
na ye ntokwa
enne why ne kwasa life akoye health insurance ofa phone na why also enti se ya remeka dompe a enso sanso a ye ho no NDC for actually say company can send be I say Ghana for you refi ade and no na mo pay free SHS no because free SHS no ukosku kakra utime kenkan utimi ekotie BBC tena ho sebe etiase ye utimi etie news brofo news twi news enti unya akwanya bebre wa brabo mu a utimi eti na ekoso wo wiase o yehwe NDC for aho there be omo target omo ye nkrofo a sebe omo intimate kenkan because omo mpese nipa ebehu ebekai enema omaye in the past to Ghana for into omo de free SHS enema de omani nye ho but say ye hwe MPP a wo MPP a party bi a de bia o say Ghana for emaye ni eku ho esan say MPP a maso a anka Ghana for nka ye wa ho kire mu pa anka ye wa ho kire mu enema bebre national health insurance na ye adwuma edin faso bre Ghana for pa we say wo yare na wako hospital na nyes kan ventua na unti men ko hospital mpo if say unim say uni ho aka ayi no aka de no but we de okwa aban no oyeden oso wasen ene ye refi say ya salai akotofu order ye refi say ya dadum somo 4 years o show ene kwa de ya na weda ne kakra kan ne de na weda ne nye o o show
wa mini yen
untimi ntina untimi en school ni enya kanea fensia de na teacher ni enya kanea enfam prepare ayi anajo Ghana for ye refi sa enema we nyina na me kan bibi kakra me gidi se Ghana for ma ene ko ho a ebeboa ye MBB kan be aye kan ya launch your manifesto yewura yi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene die ne mu waka enema bebre but me gidi se ne policies now person de ba no ho me hu se eye complete turn around and I say a year 360 turn around on Sunday ye bu on mine no free Kwame Nkrumah pencil ebesi ene enema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se obeye no enema ebesesa Ghana economy no completely na yen MPP for the money me say enema ye de ba no eya so obia se okrom ha wo free SHS eso NDC ni asen eso MPP ni asen eso PNC ni asen Ghana ni bia nya so mfaso eno ne nema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edeba hwe waka enema bi meka electricity asem o say be 2000 megawatts of electricity there e be free solar ewie hye kwa ye ton ade e kwa ho awie hye kwa na se ewie betimi e de generate electricity eno so no F pa enti se ye kra diesel free amanone aba na ye de aba be power eye enti se ye use solar na e betimi ama electricity bill ebo aba form by 40% 40 to 50% enti se o ye Ghana neighbor na se bosome uchi electricity 300 Ghana cedis se oto abama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no be president na or implement the solar policy ya o electricity bill ebetimi aba form by be 170 Ghana cedis it's 300 to 170 and no Ghana ni bia benya some fast wo we are just one example what it means say sika ye de kwa kokra diesel ama yɛde aba bɛso enyinam kanea no ɛso bɛte koraa sɛ saa sika no ɛso te deɛ na yɛhia dollar bebree saa o nti sɛ yɛ foreign currency foreign currency no currencies no ɛma Ghana cedi ne ho kyerɛ no saa pressure no nyinaa bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛba fam nti requirements for a dollar no ɛbɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛba fam hwɛ sɛ wode aban nnwuma biara no ɛyisu solar secondary schools universities ɔmusu solar ɔmbɛ wɔ uninterrupted power ɔmo hia sika yɛbɛka sɛ ECG ɛni sika ɛsan sɛ aban ntua ɔmo ntimi ntua ɔmo other partners so we are just one policy ɛbɛma Ghana for high yen.
But how realistic is that?
Very realistic so far no aban no onim say solar krom ha aban kasa solar be 10 megawatts or so enti aban na kire so betimi ya wayebi just to continue to develop that that solar system no ebeboa Ghana for nyina enti ye people there you believe in possibilities omo believe in possibilities no omo na dom sofo ne omo dompe no omo we nam no emeka dompe no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan bi so afa duty ho minim say yatia duty no o say
flat rate na now
on pese duty no ebeboro to good dey so enti ene se oton ade okrom a na ebia obi eniema omodefa smuggling na ono no ebetimi aton no fofufu asen wo de nti wo de okra ye nto because wo de ne bo be den se ye ne ya benchmark to go ha na ye dollar na mro ye duty na mro to go de so ha obia ne ma no ebo no ebe wo form ama no e wo form ma no a Ghana for so be den ye beja so mfaso
yeah
enti we ya de e wo se ye mai ne ko ho ne to abama MPP ade ba ko so a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan say galamsey gold no ewo yasasi so ye be there too o say aban ankasa edi mfidi ba hwehwe ba bia gold ne hye na what it means ne say me kwakuta bi na me wo license me go to gold enye se me ko ya na mafa mfidi na mitutu ba bia keke aban ema me krata na aban no kire me ba bia gold ne wa me nkonkotu
nya fe na ko exploration
debi nya fe na me kwa kotutu ba bia keke ase sensase ne eyi obesa osan involve community no enti sahenfo nipa wo community ho involved ha se omo hwe ma omo ensase ne nsayo enti won say we num no niema ebesesa Ghana completely gold in this way yet no yes e de akwa support your currency you know enti obehu say niema Ghana for a high no bebre no ebeden ebeba form galamsey to be tra say ye hia dollar bebre say de kwa kra oil enti your foreign currency no ebeden ebegina so your electricity ebo ebeba form or say or the buy Ghana first aban ekoto ade a ye behwe se Ghana ni bia na se Ghana ni bi de a ene ye mo Ghana ni na onye sa de ne ento okrom ha ya opese ye hwe ye procurement laws no to make room for this. You see, sometimes Ghana for to make I say will be a person Italian shoe. And the shoes are your Ghana honey and into a man shoe.
Come on, remember me say pa o cotton shoe amount. O no one book detail, book PZ to akoshe. And yet be anya clerks and I say oh boy and then we be.
Oh, Ninya na ye because ni and she didn't GD ewo. Ni ya Ghana hanu Ghana ni na oye no on sheda eni sika bebre odi shem hwe se aban ese shoes e better ma soldier for police for all the security agencies yen to be bia se to Ghana ha wa won se obi betimi akọ bank ama onya sa contract na bank be ma na bosia o de atire na adwuma mu obeye no quality ama aban etimi ato enti yeah mistakes and over time you be perfect say Italy for na ne tom shoes no we idea Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ebe introduce ebe boa job creation because yes nipa issue no obetre adwuma nim Ghana for emma ebe nya adwuma ye if so be hia more workers
yes
enti wo hwe aban ne Dr. Mahmoud Baumia nhyehyɛ ya opesa de bank and hanoma yes no kokra tax system
okay what is your tax system
oh tax system or say you started from zero obey mampenia obia tax a car or dinner or the other or the channel say or the sa no action na yemfa taxes a Ghana for beti asie ye na ne bo nye den se bia obia enwane say nipa we dwane free tax tua ho enti kaka no mutua na na yiri mo ma wo mo complex say obia te file na say tax no form a me dire Ghana for ebeji atom ne yetua ade ba akoso America make twato no abem say akwan un say akwan di sika pa Ghana ha o
na road sector
ena yakwan ne ya enche na say me gidi say because aban ena de bi o yakwan no okom problem so enya aban kwa na yakwan
South Africa ni
sana Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ejidi kire no say Ghana so yema private sector enye involved enti hwe say Gordon aban wenya contract e wa ban ho say ye ekwan e wo ye ka so akwan na aban beti aka over a period of 10 years ona wo ye kwan na maintain kwan no uji de say obey kwan na ama 2 years asaya mo asan kwakọ ye biem na asaya no kwakọ ye biem na bi obey kwan no ama edi 15 years sebe ya uye na wate nse free ho a enko ye aban ebeka seso atutu enti usika we ye te so enti ebema ye nya one akwan dodo na ye benya private sector amoma ye e be create jobs two ekwan be papa ye ya ense ntem enti aban emoka three sikana aban de kwa koye kwan no aban no ebetimi de ahye baby foforo for instance aban no betimi de aso bojuafo adwuma so because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say obebie bank ebeboa bojua nyuma saska no betimi akwa ye bosia ama bojuafo ama mo de atre omadwuma mu ama omafa Ghana for mba enti wo hwe sa policies we are just a few of the policies are mabobo so yade a se yenya reshrimu Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ne to abama no a obesi Ghana completely.
All right. Will be the story a question he be by na meka enkra na mo say person for time no on benefit here no impede for minute dia ba o mo say o ba confirm me ba ko do professor na was say Gordon, you don't need to calculate. It is true. My last born was born in 2002 under the free maternal care regime. He was among the first batch of the free SHS students. He just completed his bachelor's degree at KNUST. He just commenced his national service as a teaching assistant at KNUST. Was it a damn lucky chap he is? Damn lucky chap. And the back was also share from Tamale. One also did the Abba was of Kadia. Kadia, our northern region. Was also the Bassa, also yeah, true. Now I concede and confirm say edocre.
So Monday they'll pay the cano on December 7th. Ombe tuama Dr. Baumia, ombe tuya Jumapano. Yeah. Okay. And now me continue.
Over to me, na campaign no. Watch the pictures, watch the videos.
Yes.
Watch the CD. Dr. Baumia. But men share a easy as a yammy and the Wokoti. And the Wokoti region. It will be the message I say. By the time doc is done with Oti region, yes, he will have done 200 constituencies.
It will be more.
But there will be Oti 200.
Okay.
By the time he's done Ashanti on November 18th,
okay,
he will have just 30 more to go.
Okay.
given the work he has put in and with victory coming, inshallah, let no man dare call the supporters to hit the street because it didn't go their way. Victory is coming.
Okay.
And teacher said, what about me? Every utia no I get 200 constituencies.
Okay.
Now I call Ashanti region 16 days 47. That is a 30 constituency.
Okay.
So far, who is saying?
Pain I call ye pa. Me na me ni picture ya kan. Onim say the wo kan ye no. Dr. Baumia okọ baby a reception na e ba no. E organic. E no I saw some me wa platform bi na esai Volta region na. Yes yakwa obese yakwa kofa no. Na man duane na man no chicken with that spices. Yeah, what share NPP t-shirt no shout to ewo video na o mo circulate na me wo kra ya akwa fa na ya ma o chicken spices na open na me kai ye minim
and I said TV na me biscuit
and as ya no mo bre o ade we ye de bas me ba o de men ha wo ho
oboa
on constituency ono say de o ka no okobe bia the constituency na e wo ho no omo na omo gather from different places. It is not new say obed party no be facilitating nipa from a year to go. Me oba your friends kwabenya na me wo ho. In fact, when I was coming, na me back from East Legon na me be through Hacho. Ma hu Lord Park na e wo ho no. Godon. Na me do say omo your mini rally wo ho. San omo nyina they were gathering to move to Kwabenya, roundabout on atomic now baby a well one space park be ho. No money na about ho. They gathered side electoral area for no. They gathered and used a bus to come. And say one best obeba enya by force obi force and now enthusiasm all day ban and yes obi a force obi and they don't transport people all free Kwabenya nipa no more Kwabenya movie a that no we Kwabenya very late. He came from somewhere. Nobody came from other constituency to come and join. No, more constituency wa sana omoye or ba or says they call Lamusia people will not move to a Nandom.
How possible?
Now what jump here down sasa no asa after another can answer or nanti call Nandom. It doesn't happen that way. Idea reception organic. On Oko Street is wa but ono a oye ne ka oye campaign no eyi ohu de esi wo eyi e wo northern region. In fact nyamebu a Wednesday mpese me kono region I want to go and confirm things myself.
Me no ka say see no omo ye health work bi wo yendi.
Yes we Farouk
anodin
my me say napo will be part of me make sure what me koya.
Yeah, majority leader wo hono and finance minister so hono and fishing minister also fisheries minister hono.
There's a special works on the
transport minister also hono.
Yes.
And that's like to pictures na
me say Wednesday nyamebu a Wednesday my year bibia Wednesday nyamebu a me wo ho. I'll be in the north.
Na go krom. Ultimo kwata malabra unko lambusie masa. And say na wo ya ba wo kwa.
Me ade no my year ready dada my year bibia me call Wednesday nyamebu a
now what do coffee
there do ho ma me correspondent me so one year be ma me
I'll come over that
me check maybe 3 or 4 days me wo ho be say me hu ne ma me ankasa ne me ekoso ma ti report
me bisa no
reports be brave for no reports here pon reports be brave a me person be confirm ne ma
okay
me say ohine bi wo oye imam bi oye ohine so normally he's not gone, he's over 80 on pie basa sablugu o pie ye obe tina ya train Samira later wa around 7:30 now Samira be true ho no he because he was supposed to open prayers ba ya no wie bibia ye pon ya be say 9 something answer no okoye. The reception with even me who Haja Samira north na me who say I have to go to the ground and confirm things myself. The reports na me nyano me see election way Baumia is campaigning, Samira is campaigning, Napo is campaigning. Your friend saying Kejemfua is campaigning, Napo Yere is campaigning.
NDC for nothing no me hu juma ye.
Oh, The reason why we are saying this elections are won on the ground. Obi can say you person be declare results on maybe 8th or 9th December. No be see no call for constitution. Because Jumanu of Homo.
Yes,
Jumanu of Homo. More being Tanakra. I've always said politics is local.
Wonam Russia, wonam Kenya, wako land, wako
election it's about me say NDC omo biggest problem omo biggest problem omo there minya penny John Mama. I've said it on many platforms. Omo biggest problem no. Look, we are talking about people omo say Tiakra. Economy no ye hard yet you see nema aye hard but I've always say economy of my economy in Greater Accra is different from somebody's economy in Lambusi. Things are hard
but you see abrabo you dey yam fan san krankra wo abrabo
yes
enye de bia ne je mu edumre bia ho kire kakra
exactly and that's what I'm coming to look Mena obo niema bia under John Mahama ye call from ye call so 4 years of doom so na Peter na oka heat na me say me say guest houses are my chi won ho because na me small boy sometimes no Charlie ontimi ndafie nti obeso sa we have to leave and look for a place Obi a won a guest house what me saw generator. In fact, those days guest house no money now na me afford the so generator pole.
Yes.
They could not afford.
This is
when you know, look, fee. But Obi a was in the whole world. I have never seen any epidemic in the last 50 years. Last 50 or so years. A kunipa in the world over 6 million. I have never in my life seen it. Ghana. I have never seen lockdown in Ghana throughout my life. No, James, I'm more than 50 years old. I have never seen say you're locking down economy in this country for 3 weeks. I have never seen it in my life. I have never seen in my life Nipa Tifie, teachers Tifie over 1 year to almost salary. All these things happen under Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. When President Akufo declared say on him said bring back economy, but on him said the lives bring back lives, Ghanaians, what was the import of it? What was our understanding? On him say spending to save lives, and that expenditure will cause this country some challenges. On him, sir, but what was the alternative? One Ghana for na economy in Ghana. And now say won't save Ghana's lives for the economy to go down, for government to bring it back. Nyame chadie nema esa epeja. Rating agencies now say mati amount for say the car and the entire canon na economy na ye ntua ode ona we tama sitama ye tua canon si eboro. Enya sa say yes see ntua ka yemboro nso is it not the same thing? Me economists first wo tuaka na wo boro na wo de balance it say also wo tuaka wo boro nso is it not the same?
Yeko
me pacho nti mama no a oye 4 years away see nyina all samba back
obeka 1 minute
what samba back ono na ebinom so obetimi asave here under all these challenges I mean a lawyer enumerate sa papa no na eze edene back nipa no a ono onye president da all baba fresh no president mono no as vice president why ye niema bebre Ghana for ehu wono no want me solve your problems but nipa no a yahunu da Ghana for rejecting the biggest defeat as sitting president 2016 osamba ya Ghana for rejecting no bio wono na all of a sudden obetimi solve a problem but nipa no who has track record as vice president or perform wono no Ghana for moma no no na say ye nyina ma no opportunity and cost of living what ye Ghana and this for how to reduce cost of living in this country. Yeah, they are nyina ye can. Do you know their policy?
24-hour economy.
Vice President Baumia has in his manifesto, he has laid down the policies. On one he said cost solving, how to reduce. He has identified 4 issues on how to be reduced. What's it there? Food, diani, and 1. Transportation, and 2. Electricity, power, 4. And then housing, rent, 4. 1 month time in the hunting and can make sure. Our manifesto, MPP manifesto, our man how to solve and bring relief to Ghanaians. While they identify a problem, no, these 4 issues, never cost of living go high. He has given the roadmap how to solve the issues.
Okay.
Many about electricity. Okay.
First November. First November. I will feed the Movement TV, and they want to me radio 5.9. We are from 1 to 3 p.m. 2 hours. Yeah, the BB friend movement lens, lesson lens. Internet the lesson home common qua and a baba BD. We are 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. It's Peter Obe baby. Out to baby. Lawyers or Jamia Dubonus baby. Yet the bar a lesson once a man yeka. All the basic parliament is speaker. Why yet there go by and fire home. A lesson once a man a data analysis near figures now hormone the akoso any policies and for at the abad and home common qua any baby. Yamma 1st November 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. 2 hours any bidi a home common. Lawyer,
I make a campus this year and see say no and nam abadom penny home. One said say cocoa bag about a year. 30 million and see Habana drink cocoa for cocoa ya cocoa insurance. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say or the a 5-4 it was set use solar outboard motors a beboa omo my NDC for asem 1 omunti menye 2 omuni idea bia I the conti omucha nursing nurses need to chat allowance mo free maternal care any all the interventions and a boa Ghana for ni na say omunim hunim de e no muntimi nye ye ja mo ba free SHS no omunim hunim de ombegu no Ghana for e best ye ma me no ye papa ni nuanom e best start akopɛ bosians no mo makra ko school ene akrache fo epio efie bia mo no protocol bebe mo kan CMB scholarship na mo tete enkran ene nya na cocoa farmers enya sa pepe ne beye almost on my 24-hour economy me can be 1 second on it say 24-hour economy no is it the case say presec school for ni we ka nopa ewia na enwumere if it's a teacher for e wo ho nopa ewia na enwumere
na KG for
Ministry of Finance e bi kwa nopa ewia na enwumere enti aban na nkasa enti me pe bia through the 24-hour economy
obi aso on pay double track no ba ope
eyi
so no so pe triple track
enti eye ade a omoboa no muni enisi wade hunu bia enti me magana fo enti yengo awehiremu ewo Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and MPP mo ya ye bi pen engo se ohene ayaro na asempaboa yesan ko fa ne babiem ono ne John Mahama ye dache Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na go don ma me take opportunity and etifo ase etifo medamase me ba ye na ya start intimi anchiamo me den chia kese mamo ablik ma west for asante achem no for wonim se me krom kwan dwansa do me kwan ewo ayimo se koko woods ya ye dada wo
Joma Hammer time
ai se ya yes akwan na dada
ewo green kumana
omo man there be se budget was approved for it oman kwan koye enti ewo Ghana enwom si ya ye dada and then honorable and the appear could be and edi akire a ya start eye kwan
okay and no me say okay be quiet to Eburi road
walking kayo
enti ye datie fo ase
time hanga wo bo
nyame share tie fo nyina mama ma ye nyam from so ye in 2008 na Ghana enko neni Ghana enko so fa ne tuma pan fra enamase
minifika unim ebre ni wonti na me usana me wo phone so me madam for lawyer bi lawyer o me nwanwa me ne kwaso nto de be nka
DC de wo kwa
na o say
DC de wo kwa ho bia e ba be 5 steps lower
o say interference sentiment can judiciary has no right interfering
who tells him say it you can't call it interference
and they are quoting lawyer me yapa but unim article 2 ebre ni ho but my senior man who so mekan on kan article 22 or say the Supreme Court shall, for the purpose of a declaration under clause 1 of this article, make such orders and give such direction as it may consider appropriate for giving effect. You know the word article 2:1 Nika. Or say a person who alleges that an enactment or anything contained in or done under the authority of that or any other enactment or any act or omission of any person. So apart from say Parliament Apasimrano, so be ye BB an act or omission of Parliament can be challenged or the Supreme Court. Even the president or ye BB na enya, it can be challenged at the Supreme Court. Now we only bright to